go on?
Yeah, it's on. We're on.
Oh, we're on. Yay.
We're live. I'm not gonna. Oh boy. I'm not. There you go. Thank you. No, come here. Come. Let's go. That's good. That's good, boy. I know.
Look at his paw.
I know.
I know. It's silly.
Here, let me see. Okay. Cross, talk to the people. Are they coming on? Come here.
Yep. Hi, everybody. Finally a Fanster Friday. Yay.
Okay. Oh my God.
He's not going to stay on the blanket, you know
he's
that.
not. Here, Cross. Here. Good boy. Good boy.
Nope.
Here, Cross. Good boy.
Hello from St. Louis.
Come on,
Cincinnati.
Come here, Cross. Come on. Sit. Sit. Sit, Cross. Come on. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Come on. Down. Come on. Oh, good boy. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Oh my God, that's terrible. We haven't given our dogs those bones because Rooney has been sick for a while. And now we just gave him bones because Justine was here and Crosby's gums are bleeding galore. Here, let's come on us. Oh, we have to do this. Do this.
There we are. Hi.
We have to do this. We can't even see the people yet.
They can see us.
Oh my God. It has been like forever and a day since we have seen you guys. Hold on. We can't yet. I had to laugh at Vonda. She's like, well, sometimes they have technical difficulties. There we are. Perfect.
Yay.
Here we are. Robbie the Crop. Hello, Robbie. Hello, everybody. It's horrible here. Oh, good, Terry. It's terrible here. The weather's terrible here.
Well, it stopped raining at least.
Well, yeah, I know, but still, it feels like hi, Mama. It feels like a fall day, doesn't it? It does. Poor Crosby. Hello, everybody. Okay, so what time is it? It has to be 2 minutes after now. Oh, yeah, let's start. So, hi, everybody. I think we have some new people today. I am Jennifer with Stamplistic. This is Justine from Stamplistic.
Hello. What? I can't say hello?
No, you can say hello. It's just the radiation coming from your body is killing me.
Okay.
Steenie. She has a wedding she's going to in a couple weeks, and she's tanning. Steenie.
Why do you do that?
Because you don't like it. Okay, so we are going to start, and I think, why don't you go down on Craft Cam? We're going to start, we have lots of stories to tell you, too. We're going to start, and I think we're going to start off with the ugly one, the one they didn't like the best. I think we're going to start off with this one first.
Okay.
Because it's easy, and I know everyone didn't like it. I think when they're done, they're going to love it. Toasty warm in Florida. Yeah, so we're going to start off with this one first. So I'm going to put this one to the side. And I think this is the second one, isn't it? Let's see. Open up your kit. And, yep, pull out the one in the back. The one that's wrapped in online class.
Michelle Cochran says, I had Mally's chocolate fudge sauce. It's
I
delicious.
know.
I never heard of
Either
that.
have I, and she put that on the Facebook Live. I don't understand that.
Ice cream and pretzels?
Yes,
Huh.
I've never had that. I've never even seen
I've never
a fudge.
seen it in their store.
Neither have I. Neither have I. So anyhow, so everyone take out the guts to this, which is the second one, because this is the one we're going to do first.
Okay,
And it's going to be fast. It's going to be first. Oh, Sherry Demawakis, I sent you 2 packages today. I forgot to include your Copic marker in the package, and when I was done shipping today, everything was gone except for one Copic marker laying there. So I had to stick it in a separate package. So when you get your package and see that your Copic marker is not in there, it's coming right behind it, okay? Okay, so let's start. And And we do have lots to tell you. There's so much to tell you. It's really kind of ridiculous. You're gonna have. I like the focus stamp too. I'm gonna have to control the controller up here. The focuser. Yeah. So let me know. 63 degrees. I don't even think we hit 63 degrees.
No.
Let me know when I need focus, Justine. When I do.
You already sent her Copic, right?
I did. I sent it today.
She said, "No, I'll be there in a week."
Oh, I sent it all today. You'll get it probably on Tuesday. So this is the card we're doing. It's a very masculine card, and I know this wasn't everyone's favorite, but darn it, I know I like it too. And this is all jewels. I mean, how can you not love this? This is a great masculine card. So we're going to start that, and we're going to do it real quick. So let's go ahead. Card opens up from right to left. And let's go ahead and the steel looking paper, go ahead and put that down flush to your card. That rivet type thing right there, and I only know rivets because I know my trailer doesn't have rivets, goes to the right side, so the fold side. So let's go ahead and adhere that down flat. It's so funny. Whoops. Whoa. It could be right here. It's right here.
You got it? Okay.
Yes. I sure do, Justini. I feel like
Peggy said maybe
darn it,
they have
I knew this. I need I knew this going in.
a refill.
Yes.
She said maybe they have the fudge at the Malleys in North Olmsted that smells ice cream.
Ew. Well, she would have bought it from she would have got it online.
Oh, maybe they don't have it.
I don't know. But we yeah, I've never had it. It's going to be against this wall facing me, Justine, on the bottom. So I got to say that, hold on, what are you saying? I don't have a red one over there? Oh, come on.
You have one that's open, but it's all messed up.
Do I have a red one on my desk that I could switch out? So, are you serious? Okay. That's okay. Well, we know I got to get that. So anyhow, we, what are we saying? Yeah, if you don't see it, then it's not there. And I just put this on crooked. Ridiculous.
Good start. Out of sync.
Yeah, look, I put that way on crooked.
Beth says she bought the fudge sauce at the one in Independence.
Okay, so this is going to really, really irk me because that is really, really way off. So I should see if I can cut it.
They're saying their rivets are
But I'm not.
further from the edge than yours.
No, they're not. They're not because it's the same paper. It's like when we have a fourth thing on a plate and you're telling me that you only have 3. Yeah, no, this is right. Who said that?
Karen Plumley, and then Stephanie said the same with hers.
No, the rivets are the same. Nope.
Mine are too, Terry Conti.
It's the same paper.
The paper I have for the background was cut so the square will not fit.
What?
My rivets are on the larger side.
Oh, I know what they're saying. Okay, got it. Okay, stop. So the 12, I got it. The 12 by 12 paper had this going down this side and this going down this side. I got it. So for those of you who have this, go ahead and put that down. For those of you who had it the other way, put it down the other way, and you're just going to do the opposite card of this. Boy, I wish I would have known that, and I would have gotten that paper and did it the reverse too. So you're just going to redo it the reverse. That's what it was. Half the paper was on this side, half the paper was on that side. That makes sense. Boy, I wish I would have remembered that because I really, really would have did that. Okay, so does everybody understand that? I want the rivets closer, you know, if they're here, put them this way. But if you have a sheet of paper that's like this, I want you to lay it down like this. I want you to turn the rivets the other way.
They're saying, no, the rivets are on the wider side of the line.
It's almost impossible.
You all said, too late, I did it wrong.
Okay, well then, you didn't do it wrong. You're just going to flip your card. So if you already put it down, guys, look, you're going to flip your card. So all this stuff will be on this will be here, this will be here. You're just going to flip your card. Does that make sense, everybody? And Linda, I think we're fine. So yeah, so you're just going to flip your card. That's all you're going to do is just flip the card. That should make easy sense to everybody. Hopefully. Yes? Are we okay with that? That you're just going to flip these? I hope they're saying yes. Okay, so on this sheet of paper, this one right here, you're either going to measure it from that side or measure it from the other side, whichever side your rivets are on. Okay? This is going to go down everyone. Okay, good. There they come. There they go. This is going to go right here, but we need to cut this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the cheating method. I'm going to do this. I'm going to turn this over, but I need part of this, okay? So don't destroy this whole thing. Whoops, I just dropped that.
I don't know what they're saying. My rivets are on the wider side, and I pulled mine up, and it doesn't look right.
I don't even know what that means.
So it means the rivets are on this side? I don't think it can be on the wider side. They are on the darker side of the paper. Flipping doesn't change it.
I understand that, but if you lay it down like this so that your rivets are on this side, that should work.
But what do they mean? It's on, like, the wider side on ours is light. Is there another one that the rivets are on that side? I mean,
no, the paper was 12 by 12.
Yeah, so they
rivets were on this side, rivets were on this side.
So I don't know.
So the people that had this are just going to put this on the card just like this.
I get what you're saying. I just don't understand what they mean when I say the wider side.
And I don't know what they're saying. They're sending us pictures. I wouldn't even know where to look.
The gear rivets are to the right of the line. The gear paper will look funny on the smaller gray side.
It won't. Beth, would you do me a favor? Can you go through some of those kits that we have there and look for the paper? Beth, look. That the rivets, this paper is on this side, so I could see what they're talking about. Look at the background of the one you're making versus your sample. I already stuck it on there.
The rivets are on the opposite side of the line than yours. I mean, the rivets are here, you're saying?
Beth is going to bring it up. Okay, so we're going to put this to the side. I know this is an easy fix because I cut the paper. I cut the paper, so it doesn't matter. So we'll put this one to the side. Put this one to the side. Beth is going to bring that up. And I'm sure it's a very, 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 very easy fix. But let's go ahead and do this one. Can you run upstairs and go tell Andy that Beth is going to come in? I'm sure it's an easy fix, guys. There's not a doubt in my mind. Because I cut the paper. I see in the paper. Okay, so put it to the side. We'll just put that to the side from right now. Put that to the side. And even if there's more paper there, we can still cut the paper. It's all good. It's all good. Beth, when you find that, just bring it up and we'll keep the door open. Tell Andy to keep that garage door open.
Yeah, she said if you could please keep the garage door open. Okay. Oh, here's what they're saying. You see this?
Yeah. Super easy. Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Super easy. Well, I'll fix that on the second card. Super, 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 super easy. Okay, but we're going to go to this one. I won't fix it until I get that sheet of paper. But yeah, that's a very, very easy fix. Okay. Swoof!
All right.
Now we're going to go to the harder card. Well, not the harder card. Okay. So everyone take the other one out. Take this out. Take your second card out. Put that one to the side. We'll be able to fix that. I'll just show you how to do that. Okay. So are we there? Are we to the, do we got the second one? I'm going to assume yes. So let's go ahead. Perfect. Let's go ahead and put the, oh, Beth, can you bring me, if you haven't left yet, can you bring me a red refill if you haven't left yet? Let's put, now hold on, let's put this paper on top of our 6x6 card. Folds this way. But everyone look at this paper real quick, okay? See how there's lines like they're falling flowers? So be conscious of that. If you put it on this way, it may look a little silly. I don't think it'll look silly, but that's totally up to you. I think it'll look really silly if you put it on this way because these lines look like they're falling flowers. So if you look at that, it was just, you know, make sure that those lines are going down. Does everyone see what I'm talking about back there? Boy, for me not going in out of focus, you know what I'm saying? I haven't hit that a lot. Okay, so let's go ahead and attach that.
Sandy McFarland said, loved seeing us at the Urban Expo.
We loved Urban Expo.
Yeah.
We'll talk about all that in a second. The wheels just went off the card here for a second. I should have recognized that. However, it truly is an easy fix. Did he go upstairs? Is he done?
Andy took him outside.
Oh. Did he see all the blood?
I don't know. Didn't ask. Rooney, go. It's your turn.
Here she comes. It looks like her mouth's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so everyone put that card to the side, right? Now they're going to hate it even more. Oh, and that's good. I could do the other paper. I'll put it on later.
Her gums are bleeding when he was chewing his bone.
They have, yeah. So, of course, they got a bath today. So, of course, Crosby with his white fur has blood all over his paw.
You got blood all over your sleeve.
Oh, and I do have blood all over my sleeve. Oh, I do. Trying not to get blood all over the carpet. Okay. So let's do... I cheated because I needed a good background. So I want everyone to look up. So this white paper right here and this white paper right here, I actually enlarged the medallion. So this is not a real stamp. This is a stamped image and just enlarged. So the true stamp is not this size. It's a little bit smaller. But I wanted it bigger because I wanted something to stick out from this. So it wasn't so we had a stopping point between all this mess or all this color and then all this color. So that's a good stopping point for your eyes. And then of course we use that to the side. So let's go ahead and we marked them big. Okay, we marked them big. So let's go ahead and cut out both of those images.
Jennifer, we have at least one new person
awesome.
Tonight.
That's great. So let's cut out this entire image. Let's hope that she had the left side of the paper.
They might have already left.
I know.
Kidding.
No, we'll fix it. And for all of you guys who stuck it down already, I'm sure we'll still fix it. It's okay. In fact, I am not going to change anything. I'm going to stick it down and I'm going to work around it because I know exactly what I'm going to do. So it's really, 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 really all good. I just need, when Beth gets here, well, after this card, now we'll go back to that. So let's go ahead and just cut these two out. What's he looking? Am I in focus? And Linda,
Yes.
is our voice still muffled on your end? I actually came down here a little bit early and I made sure we were hooked to the internet. I made sure the mic was on. I made sure it looked like we were going to the live Facebook feed.
She said yes.
Good. Yeah, the rule of thumb, if anything seems jumpy to you, our voices, well, except when we're really not there, you know, if anything's funky, it's always best to leave and then come back. That normally fixes the problem.
Is the microphone close to you?
Yeah. Very close. And the levels of the microphone look good, too.
Welcome, Angela. She says she's new and so happy to get her kit.
Well, that's oh my God, that's awesome, Angela. Where did we meet you from, or how did you find us?
Isn't she from the Irving Expo?
Is she? I don't know.
I think so.
Christina, you are so
I think.
smart.
I could be way off, but
She probably lives in Connecticut.
I was going to say I could be way off, but
Did
Irving Expo. You're welcome.
okay. Did Andy open up that garage door for Beth?
I told him to leave it open. He said okay. Misty said, Papa and Lade had to set up a booth for tomorrow. I'm not going to be able to do the kit with y'all, but I'm here for the night. Great.
Speaking of Misty, she's so very cute. So we go to the Irvin Expo. Do I need to do something?
No, I was going to go up because Angela said she was the lady helping Sweet Sentiment.
Oh, okay. I know exactly who that is.
We're inside, baby. I don't have anything.
They should be laying down very, very, very soon.
I don't know what Rudy's smelling.
So we finally, I don't know what she's smelling either. Maybe Beth's on the road. He smells Beth coming.
Uh-oh. I thought he was going to jump up there.
So our Irving was our first show back, and of course we brought Misty's cart to her, and I didn't put it together because we just really didn't. Whoops, crap, Justine.
Okay.
What? You think I can't get that down there?
I know. Get in there.
Sarah Schrader can. I can't. Whoops, here comes a little one. Thank you. So,
no.
so Misty had to put together the cart in Irving, and you could tell me if any of this part is wrong, Justine.
Okay, wait a minute.
So she's oh, I got dogs stepping on me.
Crazy.
So I said, do you need help? She's like, nope, I got it. So 10 minutes later, it's like 3 trays. 10 minutes later, like just 1 tray's on, and I'm like, you sure you need help? She's like, nope, I got it. 10 minutes after that, I look over again. She has tray 2 on. This should have been done by now. I said, are you sure you got it? I could help you. She's like, nope, I got it. 10 minutes later, I look over. The whole thing is taken apart. She didn't have it. But then she put it together the right way. So for the guesses of people who are answering how long it took Misty to put together a cart, I'm going to say it was what? I'd say 22 minutes.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That might be a little longer.
No.
I don't know.
Misty's going to be like, it was not 22 minutes. It was close to 22 minutes.
A half hour, but...
Yeah, see? And you said 22 minutes is too long.
No, I was thinking too short. I thought it was longer.
Oh, you thought it was 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, like 22 minutes. 22 minutes to a half hour. Misty, how long did it take you to put that together? It was so funny. Because every time I looked over, it was a different step, and you could tell she didn't have it. And then the third time I looked over and was totally dismantled. I'm like, yep, you didn't have it.
Angela said, bought the dove. It was so beautiful.
So you guys in this wax class are like killing it. It sold out. Well, it's sold out at Irving. It's in Texas, and then it's sold out in Lancaster, and then we added more seats and sold out again, and we added more seats right now, and I think there's only 2 spots left, and then that's it. We can't add any more seats. And then it's sold out in Chantilly within the day. Crazy.
Yeah.
It is a fun class, though. We had a great time. It's funny, because when I put together that class in my head, I kind of, you orchestrate in your head, and you think, okay, this is the way it should go, and this is the way, I'm going to teach it. And it worked perfectly. I could have had an extra 5 minutes at the end, but I'll make that up. It worked perfectly. It was so good. It was very, very, very good. Oh, we could talk about the Denali and the trailer.
Are you going to teach that on Friday night?
Never on Friday night. That's going to be, I know, Claudette, you keep asking. It's just going to be a class only. The problem with teaching that on a Friday night is that we are literally, you're using too much wax. So like the class supplies alone would be $100. And people are sharing this in class. So yeah, it would just be too much money to do it on a Friday night.
Valerie said Lancaster hasn't gone on sale yet.
Nope, I don't think it has. But in Lancaster, this is the good thing though, Valerie. Okay, for you newbies, what does she say? Nuts and bolts, teeny tiny. I know. Oh, see, Misty didn't even tell us how long it took her.
She said longer than 22.
She did say longer than 22?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so then maybe it was more than 30. Or more than closer to around 30. The thing after Chantilly now, this is the thing with Lancaster, really anything after Chantilly is now, because this class is selling out crazily all over the place, they're actually going to schedule everybody's, Expo and CK, we're actually going to schedule the class one on Friday and one on Saturday. So that's going to be double the amount of people. So I'm sure now, it still may sell out, but I don't think it's going to sell quickly. Now, you guys have definitely surprised me in the past, so I don't know that, but I don't think so. If I was a betting girl, I wouldn't bet on that.
Elizabeth said Crafter's Classroom, there would be, because Bill did one, there would be a little thing on Crafter's Classroom if you wanted to see something.
That is true. But it was actually pretty cool how I laid it out. It was actually really neat. So, okay, so anyhow, these new people, am I on screen, Justine?
Uh-huh.
These new people, yeah, anyone who is new right now, this is important, and if you haven't started doing it yet, don't start doing it yet. Listen to me. You're taking your black marker, and you're literally taking your black marker and putting it next to what you cut out, and you're just running this all the way along what you cut out, all the way along your piece, because you're putting your black line back in there. Now, this is a very nice white sparkly piece. If you go too fast, you're going to drag this marker right across that white paper, and you're going to have that white marker there. So on this white especially, I really want you to take your time, and just the marker goes here. You can see right next to the paper, and you're just putting that black outline back in. So I want you to do it on both. Everything has a black outline that we cut, we're going to do this on. So this is, you notice that I'm even slowed down a whole heck of a lot. So just take this and slow this down. And you're just going to put that black line in very, very, very slowly.
The wax class is sold out in St. Louis. Are you going to add more
Oh,
classes?
it is? I don't think we are in St. Louis. And
wax at Spring Bling?
That must have just happened. Well, I can't do that because it's really just a convention class. But okay, it's sold out in St. Louis now too. Oh, you know what? I take that back. I think that we were taught. Well, it would be Friday night, and I don't know if people would take that Friday night class. Yeah, but you guys are crazy. But it was a good class, and it's kind of interesting because here, everyone look up. I made a mistake right there. I went too close with my black line.
I'm just gonna say the little
right there.
focus.
But I'm gonna try to hide that. I'll show you how I'm going to hide that later. Okay, so there's a little mistake there. What was I saying? I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead. And you have, let's see how many you have. You have 5? Yep, 5 ones on the cutout.
Is this wax class similar to the one Bill did in 2019?
Actually, yes, but I don't want to say it's better. It's just different. It's just very, very different. You actually are doing things, and it's just very, very different. It's very different. Okay, so this one where it says big, this is kind of important. This is really important. You see where this says big? It says big right here. We're not going to cut this because, look, let me explain to you why. So everyone look up. Everyone look up. This big piece right here, we only need it for this piece right here and this piece right here. And because this is the big one, I had to make one so it's going to match the size. So this is the same size as the white one we just cut. So this strip is going to be only for the strip there and only for the strip there. So I want you to put this one to the side. We'll tackle this one later. But it's the one that says big right there. Just put that to the side, okay? And so now we are left with, let me take this out of the way. Now we're left with 4 big sheets of paper, yes? Okay, one's purple and the other one's purple. I want you to take the darker purple. And if you can't see a darker purple, as long as you have 2 purples in your hand, you're good. So you're going to take the darker the purple, and that's going to be the next layer that we cut out. Now, because we blew it up, really the next layer is just going to be that whole image. So this is the real stamped image. We didn't resize this. What was that? Where's the little guy?
Crosby.
He's in my room. He's in my craft room getting into stuff. I'm sure.
He's got some.
Yeah, take my trash that's on the ground and stick it on my chair or on the desk, please.
Trash monkey. Oh. It's not open anymore.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about the wax class other than you're actually doing 10 different cards, and we actually work on the same image on black and white, so black and white 5 times, so you can see the difference on both. We actually make a mistake on purpose, and then we fix that mistake on purpose. It's just it's a very, very, very different class. And plus, you can thank Irving, Texas. You get a stamp-listic Fanstertel. Not that that's any reason to take the class.
He had shredded paper all over your floor.
I'm sure he did.
You silly boy.
So are we good? Poor Beth probably has to go through that whole thing to find the one that's on the side. Those kits.
Does she know where the wax kits are?
She doesn't.
I mean, it's not
Yes.
the wax kits.
Yes,
Those,
she knows where
okay.
they are.
Got it.
I mean, she doesn't, but it's very easy to find out where they are.
When is the next cruise?
Ooh, I got stuff to show you guys. So, the next cruise is Hawaii. Oh, for those of you who are going on the Hawaii cruise, I just got the information about our private luau in Hawaii, which you don't have to do, but tomorrow we leave for NAPTA, which is like, you guys know it as Creativation or CHA, and it's just a small pittance of it. It's very, very small. We leave tomorrow very early, and we go to CHA and through Tuesday night. And when I get back in on Wednesday, maybe Thursday, because Wednesday we're going to have to be screwing around with class kits. Thursday, I will look at that luau information, and you will probably get information from me on that for those people who are going on the Hawaiian cruise. Let's say on Friday. Let's say next Friday you'll probably get that information. So it is in the works. We do have something set. And again, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But I thought it'd be cool if we had a private luau with, you know, your family and friends and whoever came on the cruise with you. So that's the information I'm going to send to you. So, and we do have some room in the Hawaiian cruise. Then the next cruise we have, I'll tell you that in a second. So now, teaching moment, so everyone listen. Okay, so we cut that one out of the purple. Now I want to take, or the dark purple. Now I want to take my lighter purple. In my lighter purple, let me show you first, and I'll start cutting. My lighter purple, I'm just going to do these humps. Everyone look, just these humps. Boom, boom. Now I know that I'm going to put a jewel right there, so I'm probably going to cut into the circle and then back out. Into the circle and back out. Can they see that, Justine? Mm-hmm. Into the circle and back out. So that's what you're cutting on this one, all the way around. Okay? So let's go ahead and cut that.
Yep, there's a few openings left for the Hawaiian cruise, Angela.
Yeah, there is definitely, yes, there is openings on the Hawaiian cruise. And you would go to Cruise and Crop. It's all the information is there. Cruise and A&D, cruisedandcrop.com. Type in Stamp-listic and all that information is going to be there, okay? And then the next cruise is our Cardless Cruise, which is going to be, is it February or January?
I thought February.
I think February too. I think it's the first week of February. February of, well, the coming up February in 2024. And as promised, I said I was going to show you guys some of the stuff. Whoops, sorry. Some of the stuff that we're doing. We know we're doing the Travel Pop Dottie for sure. And what that is, that Cardless Cruise, what that is, and you can put us on face cam too. What the Cardless Cruise is we're not doing any cards.
Picture
yes. We're not doing any cards. It's all projects, and they're long projects. We're hoping that we finish them, but you might not. But we're going to give you ample time to finish them. This right here is not filled, but this right here is Travel Dottie, and this is what we're going to. She is cute. She gets all Crystal AB. Now, I have 2 other projects I could show you in that bubble wrap right there. Can you hand me one at a time? Now, these are prototypes, and we did not use Swarovski crystals on these, okay? So when you look at them, when you look at them, they're not shiny because they're not Swarovski crystals, and they're not the right color. So we're going to be using lots of color, and we're going to be using real crystals. But this is the second project that we're going to be doing. So if it doesn't shine, you know why. But this is the second project we're going to be doing, which is your tape gun dispenser. So, you know, you can still put your tape gun, or your tape gun. You can, and everyone look up if you're still cutting. You can put your tape in there. And then this is going to be your tape runner right there. Pretty cool, no? So that's project 2. It's crazy. That's project 2.
Illumination crystals?
What did I say? Uh-oh. Did I say the yes word?
I don't know. I didn't catch
Obviously
you,
I did, because there's a couple people saying that. I'm sorry. We are using the real illumination crystals. I'm sorry.
I never heard you slip before.
Did I say that? Did I say the wrong word? So these are fakey fake jewels, but we're going to be using, I think I did say that, now they say that. Yes, we're going to be using the real illumination jewels. I'm so sorry. Said it twice.
I didn't even catch it once, and I'm sitting right here.
Well, I'm sorry. The real illumination, which look a heck of a lot like the S word. Hilarious. So this is going to be the third project right here. A stapler, and you're like, why would you want a stapler? Why wouldn't you want a stapler? Look at this. So you're doing the whole thing. Whoops. You're doing that whole thing, that whole stapler. Okay, so that's the third project. We're working on...
The tape runner was one-sided.
Yeah, the tape runner is only one-sided. But you know what? You guys may have enough jewels to do the second side. Only because I'm pretty sure I know what color we're using. So you may have enough to do the second side. We're concentrating on just the first side. But yeah, so this is cool because it just stands there too. So for those of you who, you know, want something sparkly on their desk, on their craft desk, who doesn't want that? I mean, come on. So that's the third project. So we'll show you the other two, maybe a third, or maybe a sixth. We'll show you the other two for sure, which will bring us up to 5. But maybe a sixth project, we'll show you that as our little Misty gets them done. But I wanted to promo those because, believe it or not, we have like 10 spots left in that. Which I thought that was going to sell out right away. I really, really thought that cruise was going to sell out right away because it's cheap. It's not cheap. It's less expensive than, you know,
Iceland or Hawaii.
Yeah, and it's in February when everyone wants to get out. But yeah, so we do have 10 spots available on that, which is very exciting. It's going to be a fun cruise. Plus, Misty has never been on a cruise before, so watch her end up getting sick and I have to teach that class. You know the chances of that happening are pretty darn good because...
Well, as long as she gets the patch or something.
I know she will.
Yeah.
People are telling her to get a pill or something. I'm like, no, you need the patch. Just the patch is good enough. You know, you don't... Just trust me on this.
Russell Koopman says, I'm OCD. Got to do both sides of the runner.
Yeah, you probably could very easily. Because I know what we're doing.
You should do a tape dispenser for your desk.
It's true.
Which cruise is the project cruise?
That is... And actually, you know, to be quite honest with you, we didn't even make a one-sheet on that because I really thought it was going to sell out. It's called the Cardless Cruise, I think, or something like that. Going cardless, something. And that's the February one. And again, you can see that on cruise and crop information.
Right.
And then, of course, next August is that ever-popular, a huge waiting list of the Iceland / kind of Ireland trip. And that's been sold out forever.
Sally Fletcher says, I would like to go, but I don't have a roommate. Anyone looking for a roommate?
Well, you know what? It's funny, Sally. You know, when Beth comes here, we'll ask Beth. There's 2 people that didn't have a roommate, and on that cruise, they do have rates for people who are going by themselves, and they're not as expensive as, you know, you would think. I think they're paying a little bit more money. When Beth gets here with my card kit, watch, we probably sent out every single one of those card kits. And there's probably not one that has that. You may want to look at that. Or at least call and get that price. Because I know Beth and there's somebody else. Could be Sarah Schrader too. Are going single. So check that out for sure.
Elizabeth posted the cruise and crop information.
Oh, great.
So
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Click on it.
So our Elizabeth, as you guys know, is everyone good? Because I'm just going to keep going with stories and stories and stories and stories. Elizabeth's story might just take the cake. In fact, I didn't even show Justine. Our Elizabeth, who works the warehouse and really everything else, who finally came back after being in Florida with her retired husband. She takes a 3-month trip, January, end of December through, well, the 1st of April. They camp down there, all in Florida. So she came back on Wednesday, and she's very lucky that I didn't call her in. Not lucky, but you know what I'm saying. We all are desperately waiting for her to get back to the warehouse. But anyhow, she has, Michael, who is, how old is Michael, Elizabeth? He's a special needs guy, but he's very high functioning special needs. Like Elizabeth, I mean, I think he's on the spectrum. I think that's really all it is. He doesn't live by himself. He lives with Elizabeth and Bill. He's 30 something. I'm going to outline these guys right now. I'm going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to outline both of these because these two get adhered together. So I'm going to outline, no.
Oh, yeah, he has Asperger's and he's 35.
That's right, Asperger's. He has Asperger's, is 35. Let me cut one more before I do that. Let me cut this blue one, okay? And let me show you what we're cutting on this blue. So everyone look up real quick. Everyone look up. And on this blue, because then these two purples and the blue are all adhered flat together, this is what you're cutting on the blue right here. Just these dots. And you can go right through this pointy thing. Everyone look up. Go right through this pointy thing because we're going to cover that up. So just V that out there, come back up, and then I went all the way down, came all the way back up, around, down, up, around, go through, around. So does everyone see that?
I told Andy to leave it open. He said, okay, it's closed.
Oh. Beth, we're coming up. Tell Beth to come in, or, tell her come down. So anyhow, but let me explain Michael real quick before we get into really this real story. Michael is very impressive to me. He's 34, and like with everyone with special needs, they always have special jobs. So Michael's job is he cleans the bathrooms on the interstate rest stop, which is an awesome job. And he gets picked up at a gas station, which is very close to the exit by, the group who does this. And it is approximately from Elizabeth's house, his house, to where he gets picked up, about a 5-mile walk. And this kid gets up, and he has to start, Elizabeth, if I'm wrong, if I'm way, way wrong, correct me, but he starts very, very early in the morning. I think he has to leave his house like at 6, if I'm not mistaken. And by himself, he leaves the house at 6. He walks the 5 miles all the way to the gas station, where then he's picked up. They're taken there. They wash the, they clean all the bathrooms and clean all the things. 3 miles. It's 3 miles. And then he's dropped off at the same place, and then comes, walks all the way home. And this kid, Elizabeth's husband, Bill, who most of you know, Bill offers to get up and take him there when it's raining outside, when it's snowing outside, all that type of stuff. And he says no, he wants to walk, and he does it all himself, which is fantastic.
Can you bring it up closer to see the cut?
Yep, here we go. Is Beth coming in?
Yeah, she's.
Oh, she's trying to come down. So I'm gonna hold off on that story here in a second. Everyone, look up. That's what I'm cutting. So Beth, you're going on the Cardless Cruise, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this. And you're going by yourself, right?
Yes.
What was the special room rate you got by yourself?
I think it's like just a little over what because it's an inside.
Yeah, so it's
a single stateroom.
Yeah, it's an inside single stateroom, so it's smaller.
A little bit more than like the inside.
Like someone would pay their half of a double.
It's just a little bit more than what a double would.
Yeah, it's a little bit more, like $20 or $50.
Yeah, probably 50.
Yeah, okay, so that's what Beth said. So whoever wanted to go, whoever wanted to do that Cardless Cruise, Beth just said, you can put it back on us.
Oh.
Beth just said
it was easier to see the cuts.
It's a little over. It's just about $50, and it's a small room, but it's on the inside, and you're never, ever, ever in your room. Oops. So, Justine,
I hit pre-stream.
So for those of you,
sorry, folks.
So for those of you who are interested in that, yeah, I would definitely call. I don't think you need a roommate.
Call earlier,
but I would call.
Out.
Correct. I would call earlier than later because they are going to sell out for sure. Thank you very much for getting those, Beth. I appreciate that. She's like, oh, well, everyone comes here. So anyhow, so Elizabeth, so Michael, I mean, he's a great kid. He's a dynamic kid, but, Michael has to be told, because with special needs, you have to be told, the simple things in life. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, really Elizabeth's, I think, number one thing that she told Michael, I'm sure there's a couple things, but the number one thing really was make sure you water my plants. And I'm sure she was very specific on how much and when he has to water it, or water the plants. And her plants were alive, but let me pull out my phone. She came home to a messy house. And I don't think I've laughed so hard in my entire life. Hold on, so let me pull this up. And I did ask her if I could show these, because these are personal, but this is actually fantastic. So this is Michael. Let me just see. Let me just do this. Hold on, guys. So this is her. Everyone look up. Whoa, I don't know if you could do this. Hold on. Oh, can they see that?
Not really, no.
Can you see it now?
I can see. What is on the table?
It's crap everywhere. Yeah, you can see it. So this is a living room picture. Look right there. That's living room picture 1. Whoops, I don't know why this is not focusing. Hold on, guys. This is so funny. And then here's living room picture, another living room picture. She said the bathroom had things in the toilet that we're not going to discuss. Can you see that now? Okay. Oh, I don't know why it's not. It doesn't like it because it's.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's
like
the phone.
Tap on the picture to enlarge it.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, so there's picture 1. Okay.
That's hilarious.
It's very funny. Let's go. Oh, so then she goes, well, wait. Here's his bedroom. Oh! So this is his bedroom. Can you see it?
I can just see stuff everywhere.
Oh, everywhere. You can't even see the floor. So that's the bedroom. There's picture 1 of the bedroom.
Oh, my God.
And then here's picture 2 of the bedroom. I mean, I don't even know where she starts. So she's been clean. Look at that one. So that's pictures of his bedroom. Right. And he sleeps in here.
And that's his bed way over here?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what she came home to. She was and then she sent me this.
That's hilarious.
It's very funny because she sends me this and she goes, I left this 3 days ago. This was my desk 3 days ago. And then she came home to that. So it is very, 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 very funny. So Elizabeth has been cleaning like a mad person.
Focus.
For the last couple days.
He's done it every year.
Thanks,
he knows
Beth.
what he's doing.
Does he have this towel?
You could.
Yeah.
Well, he was bleeding, so you could just keep it. Well, no, if he's gonna chew it, you probably want to throw on the thing. Thank you.
I think he's chewing it just because he wants to play with her.
Are you going back up there?
No.
You're going home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did she tell him to keep the house clean?
Yep.
Elizabeth, did you tell him to keep the house clean? Thank you very much for bringing that up too, by the way.
Focus again. That's so funny.
It's hilarious.
Bye.
Bye, Beth.
Oh,
Yeah, it's hilarious. She sent me those pictures. Yeah, so can you imagine coming home to that after 3 months of being away? So Elizabeth, when he came home, because when they got home, he was still at work. When he got home, Elizabeth, like, what do you have to say? Or what did you have to say?
She said, I did ask him to keep it decent and run a vacuum once in a while.
Oh,
He wouldn't be able to get a vacuum.
right. There wasn't an open spot on the grounds.
Oh my God.
Justine did ask though, doesn't his brothers and sisters go over and check on him?
He said it's my fault because we came home one day early.
I wonder how clean it would have been. Yeah, not so much clean.
That's hilarious.
That would have been.
Jennifer, you once mentioned there might be a popped-out sale before your normal August sale. Is that possible? I'm really running low.
Yes, there is going to be a popped-out sale. There's going to be a popped-out sale. Definitely before mid-year cheer. Okay, so now we're going to outline these 3 because all 3 of these are going to be adhered together. So let's go ahead and take our black marker and outline these together, or black outline these. What does Elizabeth say right there?
Nothing the same thing. Oh, my daughter informed me today that we missed the tower of empty pop cans on the table. They went out on the recycling that morning.
That's very funny. The tower of empty pop cans. Oh, you gotta love them. So, Elizabeth, is he happy that you guys are home, or is he just, doesn't care either way? It's very funny.
Deborah Harner says, I have been in Florida since October of 2021, and my hubby's in Pennsylvania. I have no idea what my place will look like.
Oh, I'm sure. You want me to show you the pictures again? It's just, except, for beer cans or pop cans, it'll be beer cans. Well, maybe not. Maybe he's a pop drinker. Not dusted.
Sure, he's happy we're home. He doesn't have to cook his own dinner every night.
That's true. But he doesn't. Didn't he just do like a TV dinner?
Well, he still has to do it, right?
That's true. But I know in Elizabeth, he'd probably still have to do it anyhow. I think like if they're making like, meatloaf, I think they would offer him meatloaf. But I don't think Elizabeth would make him, macaroni, heat up macaroni and cheese. I think he would do that. Maybe I'm wrong.
She said, but hey, my mom's plants were still alive.
It's good. He did his job. It's fantastic. Okay, so how are we doing with this card?
Crosby, you're supposed to be sleepy.
I know, I don't know why he's not.
She said, no, Bill makes meals for 3 every night.
Oh, actually, he does. I do know that. He does cook.
Thinking of ZZ Top, TV dinner.
Who, you are?
No, someone said that.
Oh.
TV dinner, that was a song I don't even know.
So everyone through our Fanster page saw our trailer, which, oh my God, the pods were fantastic. Irving, Texas was so fantastic. I think all the shows are going to be fantastic. I could just tell by the way, I could tell by the rumbling, and I say that because I never told anybody in Irving to post anything on the Fanster page, but like all you guys posted pictures of your cards and your excitement, and so that really says a lot. So I think shows are going to be good, but the pods were great, the classes were great, the welcome back was great. I mean, everything was really, 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 really great. Okay, guys, you're going to hear all 3 of those pieces together flat. Okay, so those pieces go together flat. I'll take my Xyron, please. So we buy the Denali to pull our trailer, right?
Let me ask one question.
Yes.
Are we able to have our Friday class 406 held there and not shipped if you're going to Spring Bling?
Yes. If you are attending Spring Bling, there is going to be an option to buy now and pick up at Spring Bling. Raylene's getting ready to go on a cruise. Raylene, have a good time on your cruise. And why did Raylene say was? Oh, was Pinners, Georgia any better? Okay, so let's talk about Pinners, Georgia real quick. People were fantastic. We got a lot of new customers from there, but it's exactly the same. It really is. Did you almost fall off your chair?
Yes.
Everyone saw that too.
It's okay.
It really is like I'm gonna say like a big overblown, which is great, local craft fair. I mean, it's not something that we should be pulling a trailer for and spending tons of money and coming states away to do. So we will not be doing the Arizona Pinners. We are done with Pinners.
What if they're on auto ship? They have to let us know to...
Oh, the good Justini.
What? No, someone asked that.
Oh, I was going to say, good thinking.
Well, I figured anyway it pertains to them too. Can you bring orders to Akron? We're not going to Akron, are we?
Well, no, the B team is.
Oh, got it.
No, we cannot bring orders to Akron. Not B team in people, B team in booth.
I know that. I know what you meant.
Because Elizabeth and Pegster is anything but a B team. No, we can't bring orders like that to Akron. There's just too much to pack for a show. The only reason we could bring orders to Spring Bling is that we literally are going back and forth to the warehouse probably every day. That's the only reason we could do that. And, we just spoke about mid-year cheer and the Pop Dot sale. Mid-year cheer will go on sale Mother's Day weekend, because that's what we advertise on in the ad in Novi. So it will go on sale the second week of May, and then probably, let's say the first week of June, we will do the Pop Dot sale. Just the Pop Dots. It's only Pop Dots. That's it. That's it.
If you order the June 11th class, can I add to the order like a marker? What's the June 11th?
June? I don't know. Who asked that?
Paula Brown. I mean, is it April? Isn't April? When is the no?
Paula Brown. You need to explain a little bit more. Current classes, no, we don't add anything to current classes. We can't add anything to current classes. Laura, you probably would like pinners, for the first time, and then I don't know if you'll go back. But, I mean, it's always nice to try things. Okay, so you have one more big one, and it's going to be this one right here. And I think you probably know what you're going to cut here. You're going to cut this big, this big thing right there.
Is this Pop That sale going to be big and small, or just big?
Don't know. Up like this, just like this. Probably just big. In fact, I could tell you it's just going to be big. But that's good because you cut those down. Okay? So that's what you're going to cut now. If you want to cut, everyone look up. If you want to cut, let me focus this again. If you want to cut this thing, you may. I didn't. I cut this big long one, went around, came up, down, went around, came up. So if you look at my card, you can see that I didn't cut that inside right there. See how my purple is showing through? If I wanted to cut that, I could cut that, but I did not do that. Okay?
Marion says, my sister-in-law went on a 3-week vacation and left her husband home alone. When she got back, he had used every plate in the house. He put the dirty dishes in the bathtub to soak and then wash. She was mad. When will the mid-year cheer be sent out?
Mid-year cheer will be sent out 2 weeks prior to July 4th.
Hope to be back soon, but sirens are going off and it's time to head to the basement. 90-mile-per-hour
Who is that?
straight line winds on the way. Tracy Litwin.
Is
There's
she
a bunch
in
of
Kansas?
I don't know, but I think when I was driving here, I mean, I watched the news and they have a whole line of tornadoes are going through Memphis and all kinds of places. Yeah, it's like crazy. I thought they said like there was like 50 different tornado things going on.
Well, I hope we see you
Jeez.
back.
Yeah. She's in Chicago.
Oh.
Yeah, because I thought it was St. Louis. I thought it was like starting like a Dallas area and then going straight up the Midwest. Yeah, stay safe. Yeah, storms are crazy. When is the Pinners in Panoma? Is it at the Fairplex?
I have no idea, and you guys could all Google that you're on your own. I don't know. So
June 11th is posted as a wax class on paper class. Just didn't know if it was different than the regular class.
Paula, I still don't understand what you're saying.
As a wax on paper
June
class.
1st, June 11th is posted. I don't know what you're saying. Oh, and we can't have anyone call us because all that stuff went with us to the show and it's actually back in the warehouse, so no giveaways today, sorry. Spring Bling is in 2 weeks. Oh, yeah, Spring Bling is in 2 weeks. Very excited about that. We actually have more people going. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Sherry. I'm not sure what she's saying. That's why I'm just trying to get more information. Was it an online class? Are we talking show class?
April says her little puppy got into a pack of Pop Dots from her bag she has packed for
So
spring
funny.
bling. She had them stuck all over her.
Of course she did.
That's last year's Crafters Classroom.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So that's last year's Crafters Classroom. But if you watch that, you will absolutely be educated, because Bill did that, on how to use that wax for sure.
Crafters Classroom is 2 days before. Is it the day before Easter? Yeah, it's before Spring Bling, yeah.
It is. Crafters Classroom is actually next Saturday. So it's the day before Easter. And then there's Easter and then there's Spring Bling. The saddest part about Spring Bling is that Crosby won't be there. It's terrible. Crosby will be, though, at the warehouse when everyone comes for the warehouse tour.
Yeah, but if you... yeah, you're right, Elizabeth. I forget who asked. If you order that wax class from last year, you can add anything you want to that order. And your mom says you were once talking about the Denali, and then you stopped, but I don't remember what you were saying.
Well, we're going to talk about the Denali. So, it's the day that we had to leave. It was snowing outside. And really, I think kind of unexpected, because it got bad, didn't it? Mm-hmm. And it was just only that day. Mm-hmm. So...
That was so cold.
Okay.
Jenny,
you weren't even outside.
Yes, sometimes I was.
Okay.
Jill, I think that we don't have any, we'd sent all Crafters Classroom ending today, right?
No.
We sent the most out?
No. Hers is probably sitting there because one of Robbie's I have to go back and do tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll get it.
So Jill, yeah, no, everyone's going to get theirs on time. Everyone will get theirs on time. I'm going to go back because we'll have to drop them off tomorrow before we leave. Okay, so we'll get back to that story here in a second. Let's go ahead and grab this green one. Let's go ahead and grab the green. Because this green one, if everyone looks up, this green one, you're going to cut just that inside little, what do you want to call it? Pokey thing? So if you look at the one you just cut, you're not going to cut this one, but you're going to cut that layer right there.
Oh, thanks, Tracy. I didn't see that question. It probably came on the computer, not on the screen.
Oh.
Someone asked what
Thanks, Trace. Was. Trace, I still got to call you. I should tell you what I need right now. I just need you, Tracy, and this it's going to be the same deal. Like in Lancaster. I need you to do with Pegster and Misty do our Tulsa, Oklahoma show.
Where are we?
Going to the cruise.
Oh.
It's a fabulous show. They haven't been there for 6 years. It used to be one of my favorite places to go. Casino was 5 minutes away. The people are fantastic there. So if you look up that CK date, Trace, that's what I need. I really need you then, so we could talk about that. Okay, so are we all cutting? Are we all good? So it's snowing this day. We packed I did everything right. We get the Denali. The Denali could carry. It carries. It could pull up to 10,000 pounds really, but the Denali is a perfect car. We got it. We got the trailer, all the measurements, the pods have to fit in there. It has to fit in the opening. The weight has to stay, within the towing capacity and the trailer itself. Everything has to fit perfectly because obviously you can't, squish in a pod. Although I have to tell you, Justine and Peggy are like the worst people pushing a pod. I mean, Elizabeth and I probably could push that whole thing. I know. I can't wait till she's back too, because she will. Because between it's Justine and Peggy on one side of the pod, and I'm on the other side of the pod. My side is going perfectly in. Peggy's and Justine's are like hitting the side of the trailer. I mean,
we're not as strong as
can't steer.
Thanks, no. Misty.
No,
those things are heavy.
Oh, Misty's pretty good. But I mean, I don't understand you and Peggy. It blows me away.
We don't have upper body strength. Sorry.
Well, either do I.
Well, evidently you do because you can push it much faster.
But I can't. Yeah, it's funny. That is a good reason. Me and Elizabeth probably will be doing that from now on. And that's good too because Elizabeth's skinny enough to get from the back because they couldn't. Peggy and Justine, who tried their best, they couldn't get it in the pod, so I had to go behind the pod and pull to straighten it. Well, I straightened it, and now because I'm not a small girl, now I can't get out.
I wish we would take a picture, Jenny.
So now we have to push the whole pod back out, almost, so I can get my butt out of there. And then we push it back in, and of course, Skinny Pants here jumps right in there.
Tracy said, yes, I looked at the dates. I can do late September. Can I get the special Fanster t-shirt so I can wear at the show?
Yes, you can. Oh, our Fansters are great. Anything for t-shirts. Okay, so the next thing, and I'll finish this Denali story. Yeah, Peggy, am I making this up? She's like, I don't know. It's ridiculous.
Peggy said to Misty, thank you.
Well, they are heavy, but you have two people on one side, and it's just me. I mean...
Elizabeth says, hey, you said they were going to be easy. Elizabeth is going to stand around and
No,
laugh.
Elizabeth, they are easy. Me and you will be able to pull this up and wheel this right in, and that'll be it.
Good.
For some reason, I know that is a good thing that she's come back. For some reason, Peggy and Justine have a very, very, very hard time doing it.
Elizabeth's coming back next week, Misty, so...
Misty will bring it... Elizabeth is back, Misty, next week. She will press your shirts next week. Misty in her damn cart and her damn t-shirts.
She's just reminding
Oh my
us.
God, it's all about Misty. And she's like, well, as it should be.
Linda said I wore my special Fanster shirt yesterday.
but seriously, Elizabeth, you and I will be. It's not easy, but it's definitely not like Peggy and Justine are. I will have us do it just to show you. They're like almost falling off the side. We're hitting the wheel well.
We did it better today.
We did it better today because the wheels are getting more loose.
So there you go.
But still, how many times do we? And then we're going up the ramp. Okay, we're going up the ramp because you have to go up the ramp, and then you have to get up that hump to go straight. Well, I'm pushing, which is the harder job. They're kind of like guiding and steering. So we push, and then we hit that ramp where it's the heaviest, and then they stop. I'm like, why are you stopping? Well, we can't pull it. So now all this pod weight is coming back on me, and I'm screaming, well, you got to keep going because, when you go up the ramp and it stops here, it doesn't work. So, but you guys did good on the second and the third pod, or the third pod.
Like when we tried to stand up the cart on the day I came home.
What?
Elizabeth?
Yes, exactly, Elizabeth.
Are the two pokey pieces...
Do you remember that? What she's talking about?
No.
Yeah, because we all stood around and we couldn't lift that thing up.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
So she just came. Trust me, Elizabeth, you and I will be able to pack this problem with no problem. I mean, it's heavy. Don't get me wrong, it's heavy, but it's just, I don't understand.
Yeah,
and Robbie was helping. Robbie actually did a good job, too.
Are the two pokey pieces flat together?
Yes, but we're not doing that yet, okay? So we're not doing the pokey pieces flat. Well, we can. Let's do that. Let's outline that, and yes, these get flat together. So yes, these two pokey pieces are flat together. But don't adhere them because they're going to get flat.
Focus.
To these circles. Okay? Am I good? Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm not taking anything away from Justine and Peggy because they work very, 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 very hard. They actually work harder than me. Not longer than me, but harder than me.
Okay, you had to throw a little nudger in there.
No, I did. I said you work. In most cases, you work harder than me. I mean, look how hard it is to read the words right now.
Isn't there pink in there?
There is, but that's what I'm saying. Trust me on this, okay? Just these two you can do, and we can put these together. But don't adhere them any place because, yeah, there is kind of a pink in there. And again, because there's no design in this, just take your time, or else you're going to have black lines through. So anyhow, the Denali set, thank God, and I think most of you know this by now, if not, our driver for most of the year,
Willie,
until Justine and I learn how to drive this, which has to happen soon, is Peggy's husband, Willie. It's fantastic. He stepped up to the plate. And so he's going to be driving for us. Who happens to drive a truck, thank God. So anyhow, we put the trailer on there. It's snowing. It's a horrible day. You guys saw the picture. He leaves. I take the picture, and I'm, all appreciative to everyone that helped because it took a lot of people to get there. And then a half hour later, I get a call from Willie, Peggy's husband, half hour down the road that says, I can't drive this trailer. It's too unsafe. I'm coming back. So we don't know. I personally think the trailer is not set right because all the specs work out. Even when I called the trailer guy, I said, what's going on? He goes, it should be working. There's nothing that should not be working there. I talked to somebody else who does trailers. It should be working. Dwayne, who's looked at everything, has gone on his back and looked at all these things, should be working. I'm not saying that I really did anything wrong. I'm just saying that we didn't set something up right. So it came back. Thank God he has really has a truck. So we had to hurry up and go to Home Tractor Supply to get the little, what's the thing that goes out of the thing of, what's that thing that goes out of the truck that hooks up to your trailer?
The hitch?
Yeah, Justine!
Hey, I know my stuff!
Oh my God! It is the hitch.
Okay.
So
Not
he had
that
to,
hard.
well no, couldn't think of it, so we had to go get the hitch. Now mind you, at this time it's like noon, and he wanted to be on the road at 8. So he goes, gets the hitch, we come back, and then we can't get the trailer off the Denali. It took the person who owns our where we rent, it's a landscaping place, it took his head guy, and we had to call Dwayne back. So it was myself, which by the way I didn't even bring a coat that day because I didn't think it was going to be snowing, and I was been outside now for about an hour. I was freezing. I was so cold that day. I literally had to come home and take a shower and go to bed. You know when you get really, really, really cold because it's snowy or wet? Oh, it was just terrible. So anyhow, we had all these guys, Willie, myself, Dwayne, and this guy from, this landscaping guy, trying to get the stupid hitch off the Denali, or the whole trailer off the Denali so we could hook it up to his truck. And I mean, the thing was raised. We're jumping on it. Dwayne's like totally on it, jumping on it. Finally, it came apart. And again, everyone helped. Came apart. So we parked the Denali, and then we hooked it up to Bill's after we went to go buy the little thing, hitched it up.
What color did you put on the blue?
Well, we're waiting right now. So I've only done this.
Green?
I've only done this. So we've just, this right there is natural. So now you have, so I'm going to hold that story off again. So now we have purple and pink. These, the two bigger ones we have left, purple and pink. We'll call it pink, even though I think they're both shades of purple. I want you to get this one. It looks more like blue, I guess. Yeah. Lighter purple.
Purpley blue.
Yeah. This one, you are going to cut this circle all the way around. This one right here, am I in focus? Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go right through that circle and right through those points. Justine, you are on point tonight.
Okay.
That's all that vitamin C you've been getting from that sunbed.
Okay.
Well, Justine, you're doing your best. Okay, does everyone see where I'm cutting this outside ring? Let me hold it up. So anyhow, this is on a, what was it, Tuesday? Yeah, so Tuesday, we need to have Bill like at the thing on Thursday, and it's Texas, so it's what, like 21-hour drive? It couldn't even be longer than that. He has to be at the venue like by noon. So finally, after everything is said and done, we hooked it up to his vehicle, and he called me right away and said, okay, it feels much better. The poor guy almost drove straight through to Texas. I mean, he didn't stop to eat. He just drove, which is not a good thing, Bill. Don't do that again. We were very grateful because he actually even got there the night before, so which was fantastic. So this one, and I'm not done with that story yet. So this one, look here. This one, you're going to go just to circle in. Everyone look up. So this is the one I just cut, and this lighter purple just goes circle in right there. Okay. Jack is at the Reba McEntire concert.
I saw that. I was going to read it, but you were talking.
So anyhow, so he busted butt, and he got there, which was fantastic. So I have to say that the Denali has yet to make a trailer run, because tomorrow we go to NAPTA, CHA/Creativation, because we still haven't gotten the trailer in to find out what we're doing wrong, which we will after Spring Bling. He's driving the truck down to NAPTA with the trailer. And it's only 2 hours away, which is good. That's really the only reason why we're going to this thing. But yeah, so the poor Denali has not made the trip yet. But I have to say, it is fun to drive the Denali. We do it often. And one of these days it'll work.
Peggy, you got to start driving her.
Yeah, she does. That's true. I don't think Peggy has.
I'm glad you're okay, Elaine. She had to go off for a little bit and hunker down because her sirens went off.
It's crazy.
I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, there's so many tornadoes and stuff going on. But those sirens sometimes when they go off in Brunswick, I don't know if they.
No, but you're not in the tornado zone. Like if you were in St. Louis.
Yeah, somewhere like that, I guess.
St. Louis, those people are crazy. You can see the tornado coming in. And we're actually normally in St. Louis when tornadoes are coming through.
I mean, when we were kids growing up, when those things used to go, you had the tornado warnings. My whole family, but all used to go in the basement, and my dad would have the radio. And I know I told you that once, and you said you never did that.
We never did.
We always did that.
Obviously, your parents cared a lot more than you than my parents cared about me. No, I don't think I've ever taken shelter. Oh, look, my thing is on the back of this, I hope. Yep.
Deb Fisher, new boy in the house. He's a big white tomcat with the name of Ebony.
Okay, so this is going to go. So everyone look up. Everyone look up. Everyone look up. This guy obviously goes on top of this where it belongs, flat. And then this goes on top of here, flat. Exactly where it goes. So that's what you're left with, okay? So let's adhere these two together, line them up. I'm not lining them up as I show you. And then this on top of this flat. Okay? Got it? I'll take the thing again, Justini.
Why didn't the hitch work on the Denali?
It wasn't the hitch. I think we couldn't get the hitch off, and I think it was just because everything was new. That was it. It was just stuck. I guess that was the more we could say it. Why didn't the Denali work? I don't know. Personally, I think something was not set right. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But we will find that out. We're going to start with the place where we bought the Denali, and then we're going to take everything to the trailer place. Because even the guy at the trailer place, he goes, I don't even know what to tell you. He goes, because everything should be working, like everything. You're right, Raylene. Everybody who lives down in that area, they do. You all stand out there and you watch them come in. I mean, it's ridiculous.
One day I'll pick him out of the
You will. You seriously will. Raylene, are you getting excited for your cruise? It's sad, Raylene, because we sent out the spring bling letter yesterday. You know, on what to expect and everything we're doing. And who do you want to sit with? And somebody said Raylene.
Aww.
I know, and I'm like, no, she's not going to be there.
She said very excited. Yeah, I saw Arkansas got hit bad. Homes were.
So flat on there, and then flat on this. So Bill's our little superstar right now. It's funny because Bill 2 years ago was our little superstar. Wrong Bill, though. Different Bill. Not wrong Bill. I have to laugh, though, with Bill. And this would be very much like my receipts, you know, because you got to get receipts every time you stop. And he really did not stop to eat any place. But every time he stopped to get gas, he got a soda and a ho-ho. And I swear to God, that would be my receipt, too. Soda and a ho-ho. I don't know, maybe some chocolate milk in there, too. But
the weather map with all the warnings and storms and such looked like a 5-year-old colored it.
So this whole piece now, when we have this done, this whole piece, let's turn this around and let's put pop dot signs and stick it right on that piece, on the bigger piece we're working on. There we go.
Raylene says she has to get her patches and her safe sunscreen.
Yep. Am I in focus?
Mm-hmm.
What else? There was other stories I wanted to tell. I had my whole list at the warehouse, or I had my whole list I've been writing down, and of course it's not here. It's at the warehouse.
Good night, Laura. Enjoy your dinner.
We are going to wrap the trailer for sure. Oh, Pegs, we got to talk about that too. I think our trailer wrap is going to look awesome. I mean, really, 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 really cool. It's going to look really good. So we're wrapping our trailer. That should be done by, should be done by Chantilly, I'm thinking. But not Lancaster. Okay, I am going to try to put little pop dots on this, like these little sunlight looking things on the back.
Bill Nick says she has ideas.
It's so cool. I do too. It's going to look great. We're going to put, like the front side that like is up against the Denali or like Bill's truck. That's where the big logo "Look Up" is going to be, like all the way across. I don't want to put on the back because I don't want people to be driving on the back. I think on the back, which would make more sense.
Look up.
No, Pop Dot Sturdy.
Oh.
Wouldn't that make more sense? No.
Where are your micro dots?
Again, you're right.
You probably have some in there.
I do have some.
Pointy pieces flat on top of the circles?
Yes.
Do you have the electric crystal of the week to show us?
No. And actually, I will tell you, it's a pretty good picture. Let me talk about those electric crystals. I almost just did it again. Beth, who was our jewel counter, brought up a very, 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 very good point. These electric crystals that you guys are getting, you can absolutely use them on white paper, but they are brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant on black paper. So if you guys are getting these, put them against black paper, and I think you're going to love them. They look fantastic on black paper.
Bling the hubcaps.
I don't think we're going to bling the hubcaps. I think I'm going to, because on the trailer, the license plate is high, 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 high up. Like you couldn't get to it unless you had a ladder. I think I'm going to have Misty bling the license plate holder. Because it's really high up. Here, it's like this. You know what I'm talking about? I have it because I had to send it to the whatchamacallit guy. Yeah, see?
Oh.
That's going to look good there, no?
So
see? Right.
It has to be up there.
Correct. So this is the license plate holder, which who knew that you had to have it? So, this is very high. You can't get to this at all unless you're on a ladder. So I think Misty's going to do that. But this whole thing is going to say Pop Dot Sturdy. Well, I think this is going to say Pop Dot Sturdy, and then our brand, Stamplistic, Art Anthology, and USR Quest. And then the sides are going to be...
loves it.
The sides are going to be like, on one side, like half the side, it's going to be like illumination direct from Austria, and like the crystals coming down, like, you could pour crystals down. You know what I'm saying?
Is there an illumination, color from the beginning of the series that hasn't come in yet?
Oh, God, yes. Beth has been off because her eye has been funky again.
Big focus.
So Beth, who does the majority of our jewel counting, was off for literally almost 2 weeks. And it was the pits for me because when people call off, it falls really on one person. So it took me forever to count the class jewels, which I swear to God, if there's a problem, I would believe it in the counts. So to get this out the door, and then I had to count, what else did I have to count? Oh, Crafter's Classroom to get those out the door. So it was a very, very, very long time. And it took days, like 4 full days. When I'm talking full days, we're talking like literally 16-hour days. On top of everything else I had to do. So yes, we are behind. She plans on counting those white ones this weekend. And so hopefully when we get back on Tuesday, we could ship those out. So look for those. And then these ones today will come out right after that. In fact, today, some of you who are missing your electric Capri Blue, was it electric Capri
yes.
Blue?
Yes.
Those went out, the rest of them went out today. Some of them went out last week, but the rest of them went out today. Okay, so you're popping that whole thing up onto this.
Do you have a PDF chart of the illumination crystals?
I do, but give me a second because I have something better coming. I do have something better coming.
Don Kowalski says, I moved back to Georgia, so I will not be at Spring Bling. I can't wait to see you in July at Duluth Expo.
It's good. We'll see you at Duluth. Mm-hmm. So this one is going to be like the pink one. And Justine, can they see where I'm cutting?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to cut that circle, and you'll notice that I'm just kind of like, moving my scissors a little bit because that's not a perfect circle. You don't have to be perfect, just, zigzag your scissors a little bit because that black marker is then going to hide everything else. So
Raylene said, should have called her. I would have come in and count. Been kind of bored.
Oh, don't tell me that, Raylene. I honestly think if I would have called Misty, she would have come in. Well, no. She was with us. She couldn't. Okay, so that small circle, and then this inner circle, which is going to be this guy right here.
Jill says you're going to blind the semi-truck drivers.
Well, it's not going to be shiny because, pictures never do that justice, but I told Justine I'm going to have a picture of her and I on Fanster Friday. The Fanster Friday logo will be on there for sure.
Linda Kashui says I would help count crystals.
She has too much to do anyhow. That's like Elizabeth saying, well, I could help you. Well, you can, but then who's going to do your job? It was terrible. My Sunday, I counted crystals from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning?
Are you going to be doing Friday night virtual classes at Chantilly and Lancaster?
Yeah, if we're there, then yes. What is the Akron thing? The Akron thing is a show. It's a local show. Just it's an independent local show. So let's outline these, and then these two get adhered together flat, and then popped up on your piece.
You should put the info to join Fanster Friday on your truck. No one can read that while they're trying.
No, but there'll be something that if someone is intrigued, they'll know where to look. For sure. It's going to be cool. I'm very, 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 very excited. We weren't going to do it. But we decided we are, and I'm very glad.
Is there info on it somewhere?
On what?
I don't know.
Akron. It's called Adventures in Stamping. So if you want to Google Adventures in Stamping, here, let me do this one. If you want to Google Adventures in Stamping, you can see the, I got this one. You can see the that show there.
Hope says, when school is done, I'll come down to help you. June may be a little late.
Yeah, we always need jewel counters. That's the thing. It's ridiculous how many jewels we have to count.
What's wrong, Rose? Come on, baby.
Okay.
Go back to sleep. Good girl. She wake up, starts whining.
I know. Okay, and then let's pop this one up on our piece we've been working on. So for you newbies, I didn't say this before. You've probably already had a heart attack when you've seen how many pop dots I use. My line is don't use as many as me, but use more than what you are used to. One day you'll probably use as many as me. It's so funny to see when I teach these classes, you can tell fansters because they're like this, and then you can tell non-fansters because they're like, boop, right in the middle. And I go back and I'm like, can you just give me one right there and right there? That'll make me a little happy. They're like, oh, okay. And then meanwhile, next to them, they have the whole, a fanster has the whole thing covered. It's very funny. Whoops. So Peg is Bill, although Bill's probably listening. You guys are okay about meeting at the warehouse tomorrow at 9:30? Justine, you could get there quarter till because they're gonna be shorter than us. I think we're gonna be done. I'm gonna say I bet you we're done by 4. There's nothing to do. It just depends how long the push is, but there's just nothing to do. I mean, once we get there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and everyone look up. This piece that we've been working on now is going to be popped up on here, and there's nowhere where it goes because I just took this knife and I blew it up. But what I want you to do is I want you to line it up so that like the dots and the dots fit each other. So like everyone see what I'm saying? Am I in focus? Those dots hit there, these dots hit here, these dots hit here, those dots hit here right in the middle like so. And that's going to be popped up, okay? So you're going to pop that up, and that gets popped up here.
What do you got to pack? I thought you were coming home tomorrow.
No, they're spending the night tomorrow night. No, they're gone till Tuesday.
Oh, I thought she said they were coming home because the aunt had company.
I got them a hotel room tomorrow night.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. And
got it. Okay.
then they're going to the aunt's house.
Got it.
Yes.
All right. Did not. Oh, I did hear you say that, but I didn't know they were doing it. Okay.
Yeah, so they'll
That's
be gone
good.
through Tuesday.
Nice.
And then Pegs, and if you need Wednesday off, you probably could take Wednesday off if you want. Justine, I think you're going to be running ACA credit cards from the hotel.
Okay.
So when we get back on Wednesday, we get that out.
Got it.
But Elizabeth's also, I think Elizabeth's going to be in on Wednesday. I think I told her Wednesday and Friday. Elizabeth, when are you working next week? Hopefully it'll be Wednesday because you could take the pods out with me.
Yeah, she's going to make it look very easy.
I don't make it look easy?
I know, but you two together.
Right.
She said you told her Thursday and Friday.
Oh, okay, that's good enough. That's fine. That's fine.
I'm just saying, versus me and Peggy, she's going to like...
Right, I think yes. And then you both are going to be standing there. Those wheels are real loose, that's why. Peggy's going to be like, I don't care. I had to laugh at Peggy. I was sweating for like an hour and a half after that. And you're like, ooh, I'm so cold. I mean, I was literally sweating still for an hour and a half. And I finally looked at Peggy at 5 o'clock. I'm like, you're not hot? She was like, oh, I was hot. I just don't want to take off my coat.
Huh.
I'm like, oh my God, I'm just dying. I am so out of shape. It's ridiculous. Okay, so this is where the newbies are really going to look at this and think I'm crazy. Again, you don't have to do all this. This is kind of nuts. I get it. Totally get it.
Misty says, do I have to start strength training?
Well, it was with there was you, me, Misty, and Robbie. So I mean that was 4 people. That was good. Now it's sad that 3 people and me on one side, but I'm kidding.
Just joined. Why are you packing?
Packing. We're packing the trailer. Peggy's packing her clothes for NAPTA, which is really old CHA and Creative Vision, which really is not what it used to be. I mean, I told I was talking to Gary from Gary Berlin the other day, and he was like, so are you excited? I'm like, yeah, we're going to do fantastic because I have absolutely zero expectation. Zero. They're sending, not sending, but they're Facebooking like classes that are going on today and yesterday. There's like 12 people in a class.
Are you serious?
Yes, I am. I get more people in a class at an expo or Seacation than, yeah, it's very sad.
Well, who takes classes? Other vendors take classes?
Store owners are there taking classes.
From who, though?
Spellbinders.
Oh.
Hero Arts. Anyone who's there.
Got it.
Yeah, anyone who teaches. We could have taught. I wanted to teach, and thank God I didn't. Can you imagine if I was there teaching right now? Mm. Yeah, exactly. Am I even? I can't tell because I'm sitting down. Can you put your finger in the middle of that? That fat finger. Thank you. Got it. It's good. I just didn't want to move it. Okay, and you know what comes next? This whole thing is going to be popped up on the card. Our newbies are like, what? Don't have to do it this thick.
This is such a pretty medallion.
It is a pretty medallion. You know what's going to be even prettier? Is our next card.
Got to get Evie a birthday cake.
Aww, that poor boy.
I didn't think about it.
I can't believe you're going to have a son that turns 32 tomorrow. It's ridiculous. I mean, that really is stupid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Go to Drug Mart right now.
No.
We get him a birthday cake on the way home tomorrow.
I could stop on my way home when we... Oh, excuse me.
I know this is even as I'm putting all these pop dots on, I realize how ridiculous it is. The outside edge though has to have all of those. Am I still
Yep.
God, I feel like there's something else. We showed him the things so far on the Cardless Cruise.
I think I missed a step. Are the two white bases put together?
Nope. We are only using the one white base right now. It's the only thing we have used right now is the one white base. That is it. Right there. It's the only white base. It's the only white one we've used. We'll use that second one here. But this is the only, that's the only one we used. This was just one.
Carol Boy says, hope your fur babies are okay. I had to put mine to sleep Tuesday.
Oh,
Aw.
it sucks.
Yeah.
Carol, you gonna get another one? That's Carol, our friend up in Washington.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta get another one. Linda Kashui has to get another one. The little dog needs a little friend. Okay. She's the type of person that we could get her a dog and be like, Linda, look what we found. Okay, so when you go to put this on, I don't like this one end right here. When you go to put this medallion on, folks, I want you to put it, I want these loopies to go in these loopies like this, like that. Does everyone see what I'm doing right there? Go on to Jewel Cam real quick if you
Linda
can.
said I'm her friend.
I know, but she would like a friend. Okay, so here, let me do this.
I'm in
Okay.
Oregon, not Washington.
Oh, okay, well, I was going to say same thing, but we got it. Okay, so this I want matching here. So all these points should be matching these things. What I don't want is that. Okay, don't do that. Just looks weird. Do that. So that point's going to match there. Keep looking. And that point's going to be matched there. Okay? Okay, perfect. Carol, you'll get another one. You have to. Elizabeth is like, no, you don't have to. I don't have any of my pop dotties here. All these...
You have the travel.
I do.
Where are the pop dotties?
Well, I've been taking them to the shows. I've been showing people the one that Misty gussied up.
Gussied up.
You know, jeweled up.
I never heard of gussied.
Okay. You said something the other day, too, that made me laugh. You never heard of America Online, either.
I heard of it.
30 years ago. My new pink sweatshirt and all that blood from Crosby on it. I know. Okay. Misty. You're so cute, Misty. I have to say, though, Misty. Oh, I gotta tell you what. Let's talk about art anthology for a second. Okay. So right now we should all be right here, yeah? Okay, we'll talk about art anthology in a second. So now we're going to go to this white one. And now we need to cut this. We need to cut this into 4s. And when you cut this, I want you to cut this from the top to the top. Meaning, you're going to cut it, everyone look up, from right this top all the way through to that. So don't cut it here. Cut it at the top. So just line that up. Just eye it up. Cut it straight, just like that. From top to top. Can everyone see that? It's just going to cut that like that. Boom. Just like that.
Elizabeth, his gums were bleeding when he was chewing his bone. That's it.
Yeah. So then I want to cut into 4s. So we're going to cut this now in 4s. Okay. So there. So I have that one. I have that one. And then I want this one cut into 4s too. Or not 4s, in half. So I have 4 pieces.
Debbie Duncan said, just had an earthquake in San Diego. I didn't even feel it.
It's crazy. That is nuts. Okay, so this is where I'm going to find my piece that I went on in the line, or out of the line, which is right here. So let's cut these little guys right here. We're going to cut this guy. Whoops, we're going to cut this guy and this guy. So what you're going to do is you're just going to cut. And again, look here. This is why. Everyone look up. See that? It looks it's a nice card, isn't it? Very nice. But it kind of is just blah, isn't it? I know we have to put the jewels on, but even with the jewels, it's kind of blah. But once you start putting things in the background, doesn't it look 1,000% better? Do you think so, Justine?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so we're just going to gussy it up right now. So we're going to take 2 of these, but I want to make sure that I got the one that I ruined.
Oh, it's great, Tracy.
And I want you to, what'd you say?
She's back. She's the one that...
Oh, good.
They just lost power for a little bit, but no tornado.
And I want you to cut just this piece. Now, do you have a lot of... Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Kits. You're going to have some extra pieces. You're going to have a lot of extra pieces in the next kit. You're going to cut this. And this is trash right here. These big ones are trash. And then let's go ahead and outline these and just put these on. Now, I do want you to outline even where we cut. So everyone look up here for a second.
Robbie said hydrogen peroxide would take the blood out of your shirt.
Even though, oh, thanks. Even though there wasn't a line here and here, I'm still going to black outline that, okay? So you're going to black outline the whole thing. Okay?
Focus. There you go.
Okay.
When I look at the background of the paper you're writing all over, it reminds me of Carol's like journaling, like all those. I mean, she does.
Right.
Much,
Disentangle. What do you mean? I could. Here, if I start doing stuff like this.
Right, I know, but I'm just saying it just reminding me.
Right, look, that'll make sense.
Right. Oh, yeah.
This.
Okay.
This.
Sorry I said anything.
Look.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. Very nice.
Shoot.
You went right through it, didn't you?
I sure did. Son of a...
Gunners.
Darn it. I sure did, because I was going way too fast.
Is anywhere a jewel goes? No.
Nope.
Rounds.
That's... Ugh. I need to slow down.
Where's the other one? Oh, it's...
Okay, so let's put these on just so we don't lose them. And they're going to go on the top left corner and the bottom right corner. So top left. Whoops.
Kieran Plumley says, I'm in love with Sandy's flight. I'm making sympathy card number 4.
I know, I am too. I thought that class was going to be the class. And sure, people are signing up for that. But I thought that was going to be like the #1 class. And it's not at the conventions, and it's not. I really thought that was going to be it. But like someone said, your cards they don't look as good in person. And you're right, I know that.
Tracy said, sadly, there are reports further west and north near the Illinois-Wisconsin line. A roof was taken off a theater where a concert was happening. Hopefully no one was injured or severely injured. Yeah.
It's that time of the year.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe on this one I will put jewels there. Okay. So now for these two guys... Well, you know what? Let's go back here and let's go back to this big one. And you're going to say, oh, this is just a waste of paper. And it kind of is, but whatever. You know what? No. No, let's not do this. I want to outline this and let's put these on. So let's outline these two guys. And don't put them on yet because we're going to pop these. We're going to put them on flat again towards the bottom, and we're going to pop them as they go towards the center of the card. So just outline them and wait a hot second.
You could tape it and use it as a large one and cut another one since you cover it with purple.
Yeah, it's okay. The only person that's going to know is Justine. Oh, I already did the outside of this, I could tell. Okay. So these guys are going to go on the top left and the top right, the bottom left, and they are going to go over. So look, this is going to be flat, and pop dots are going to be up here. But you have to be careful because this overlaps this up here, so you don't want to put the pop dots too close to up here. See what I'm saying? If you lay that down, you'll see that it overlaps just a hair. So you just want to have adhesive on the bottom. And then pop dots on the top, but not in the middle, really, really close to the top. Because that's just going to lay on the paper you already have laying there. And if you screw up, guess what? You can take it off and do it again. Okay. He is very cute. Whoops.
No, you won't take them back to the office. Will
No,
you?
no, no, no. No, I think it'll probably take me an hour to finish that mailing.
The blood's already gone from his leg.
I know. Okay, so that's what this is going to look like. Right there. And then we're going to flip that over. And put it... Sorry guys, I was out of camera, but I think I'm back. Right here. Okay, so flat against the corner.
Focus.
And then I did. Popped up on all those... Oh. Popped up there. Okay, so let's do the same thing on the top.
Cross.
So I have adhesive there. And I'm going to put those pop dots back here on the top. Again, I'm not going to go too far up because I know it's going to overlap the top there for a hot second. Whoops. Now, will you go home and go right to bed?
I'll go in bed, but it will take me an hour plus to go to sleep. I just can't fall asleep.
Okay. You can't do that.
Can you please move up?
I think I did. I think I'm on the
Okay.
screen now. I think that was old.
Okay.
Because if you look, I'm on the screen.
What were you gonna say about art anthology?
So for art anthology, going into Irving, for a lot of reasons, I wanted to really come to the play with something pretty cool with art anthology. So I talked it over with Robbie, and I thought, okay, this is either going to be a very, very great idea or not such a good idea. Well, it ended up being a fantastic idea. So what we are doing with art anthology is we have a huge make and take table. It's 2 8-foot tables smashed together, and on the table is every single art anthology spray, and I'm gonna say a quarter of the, well, maybe more than a quarter, a lot of the pastes. And what you do is you buy this little book. How big would you say the book is?
3 by 5?
3 by 5 maybe.
2 by 3?
And it's $15. And you go ahead and you buy the book for $15, and then you can sit at the art anthology table and literally play and spray your entire book for like a half hour. And I don't think we had, there was only 1 hour that there wasn't anyone sitting there, and that was at the beginning of the show when everyone's running around and getting their discounts and early bird specials. But other than that, the entire table was packed the entire time.
Wow, I was pretty close. Elizabeth said 3.5 times 4.7. Wow. Woo! I am on tonight.
I'm I need
Choking on
water.
Pop-Tarts?
Yes, I need water.
Okay. Will it be in St. Louis?
Yes. The only place I don't think it's going to be is the Mega Meat. Here.
He keeps shaking his head and itching
I know.
his ear.
He's been doing that lately. Okay, so the only thing we need in this, this other one that says big, is this circle right here. Can everyone see what I'm cutting?
You picked up paper for no reason. Let me get you here. Death by Pop Dot. Does that feel good? Does that feel good to you?
And again, I could have kept it like this, but I thought we needed something to draw those edges in because I thought all that white on all the sides were just not good.
Out of there.
And then because I only need a piece of this, I need to hollow out the inside. But instead of jamming my scissors in, I know I'm not going to need the whole thing. Look, I'm just going to put my scissors in here. And make sure I'm cutting the right piece. Yep, put my scissors in like this. And then just cut this all the way around. Just like so.
Helen says, great, I'll plan to do it.
Oh, it was such a fun,
Jody too.
fun make and take. And I thought, okay, well, if people pay $15 for a make and take, and we're like, well, look what they're getting and what they're doing. And I tell you what, people paid $15 for a make and take. It was really fantastic.
Well, the book is more than $15 if they bought it, so.
I don't know if that's right or not.
Oh, I thought you said it was. I thought we looked online. Did you use stencils with the sprays?
Did I use stencils?
Do you use stencils with the sprays?
Oh, sure. We did at the make and take table, but absolutely. Okay, so because we hollowed this out, remember, we have to outline this middle. Again, take your time. And then outline the outside. So you're doing the outside. And the inside. Now, I'm just going to sloppily cut the rest in half just like this so I have two pieces. It doesn't have to be neat or a certain size or anything. I just cut that in half because you'll see where I'm going with this in a hot second. Only because I want to put this through my X sticker maker and it'll fit that way. So as long as you cut it in half, you're good. Because then, what time is it?
Almost 5 minutes to 10.
Oh, good. So then this, it really was an awesome make and take. So this is going to go right here, and I'm going to kind of line it up. Can they see what I'm doing? Here. So this
We're going to do jewel cam?
goes right here. Sure, you can. Just like this. Make sure it all lines up.
There you go.
Okay. Just like so. And then I'm going to flip this over. And then just cut that off, that extra off.
Move up. Can't see you.
Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing up here. So take this other one. Just kind of line it up if you can. And this is flat. And then flip that over. And we'll cut that off. Okay, you go back onto cam. So there is our card. We just need to put the jewels on it. Which I'm going to forego. I'll show you where, but I'm going to forego because I want to get to the other card. Because I will put the jewels on the other card. So I'm going to give you guys a hot second to catch up. And then we'll go back to the other card. Whoops. Got a little itchers?
Yeah, it's one of those. Yeah, I got it now. It's one of those places like you hardly can reach it. I got 2 new bras, and I think it's the bras making me itch. I mean, I am not a person to buy bras. I mean, I've had the 2 bras that I wear probably for 5 years. Only 2 I wear.
That's fine.
Yeah, bro. If you seen him, you'd be like, whoa. You need new bras.
Okay, so are we good? So let's look at where I put these jewels. So why don't you get out?
You want jewel cam?
I don't know if we need jewel cam. See if it's. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go back up. Okay, I'll keep it then. Keep it. Okay. Okay, lots of jewels on this. This has 103 jewels, and why I did this to myself when my jewel counter was out, I have no idea, but ridiculous. Okay, so here we go. And again, it doesn't matter what you do. You just, actually, I think you could probably really kind of see them, but okay, the one in the middle is the big guy. So there's your crystal AB7. Crystal AB7. Hold on, I have to lift this up to see this. This is pretty sure 4mm. This is 4mm. Crystal 4mm. Do we have crystal 4mm? We don't. So that is crystal 5mm. No, it's not. What is that?
Looks like a crystal 4 to me.
I know. Hold on. It is crystal 3mm.
Is it?
Well.
Whoa!
We're going to say crystal 3mm. Although it does look like a 4, but we're going to say this is crystal 3mm. I know this is 3. But this, let's make this 3mm. Yeah, I think. Where is?
Jen probably goes through a lot less bras since she's not driving
of course I
rentals
don't.
to shows.
Of course. Hold on, guys. Yeah, I think that is. Well, I think it's a 4, but I don't think we packed 4, which would not surprise me. So, but you have 3s in there, so this is going to be 3mm. Terry, you do have 4s in there? If you have 4s in there, that's what it is. But I don't know why you can't see where the 4s are in there. So if you do, those are 4s. If not, you could put 3s in there. But those are 4s. Okay, so we'll call those 4s. The next one is 5, crystal 5. Then you have your peridot 4 on the greens. So greens is peridot 4. Then at the tips right here is your aquamarine 4. Does everyone see that? Can they see them, Justine?
Yeah.
On these guys, which I know is half on the paper, half off the paper, so that's kind of important when you do that. You can see that in your circle. Those are crystal 3mm. These right here are light. Nope. No, they have to go. Someone has to go.
There you go,
this right here is, hold on. It's 12. What is that? Oh, this is rose 4mm. So rose 4mm right there. And then on the outside right here, whoops, on the outside, this is crystal 5mm. Now I want to show you guys something. So this is important. Everyone look up. When I did these 5s all the way around, I stayed on my white medallion there. But you can see how this one overlaps. I still put my crystal here on that one. But if you want to choose to put yours there and there, it may look a little bit better. It may look funky right now because I'm pointing that out. but it's going to look, you're going to see when you do this, it's going to look much more funkier if you put this here, because then that's a hole. So I'd rather have, and I couldn't give you another crystal because it was just too close. So I did it on this base medallion right there, which is what I think you should do. But again, if you want to bump it up there, you could bump them up there. Yeah, I don't think you have 4 for some reason,
Yeah,
so
3,
use 3
5,
in the
and
middle.
6.
That's what I thought. Use those 3s in the middle. And then on the ends, you have light amethyst, and you have both of them in the holes, both of them in the circles. So 2, 2, and 2. And then we gave you big guys right here. These are 6 millimeter. You have 3 right there. And then obviously the same on the bottom right there. Okay? Does that make sense? Go ahead.
Nina Jean said, "What happened?" I don't know what she's saying. What happened?
I don't know. Can you go back up onto craft cam?
Mm-hmm.
I want to see something real quick. I do have 4s on here. I think I have 4s on here, but it looks like we gave you 3s instead. But I just want to see what the 3s look like.
Can you put the corner medallion under the main one?
You can, but I thought it looked too silly. You can do that, but I think it looks silly. But if you like it better that way, you can. Just like that, just like putting the, yeah, this, okay, I gave you 3s, and it's not the end of the world, but it is smaller than mine, so go back on craft cam real quick. So you're going to use
We're
your...
on craft. You mean jewel cam?
Yes.
Okay.
You're going to use, on my original, I did use, I did have, and this does not surprise me, I did have, yeah, I did have 4 millimeter on here, but we gave you 3. You can use 3, but look how I'm putting them on here. This is important. I don't want you to put them on in the circles. I want you to put them like towards the end of the circle so it butts up on that black. And then that way it's going to look really, really good. As opposed to, see what I'm doing there, everybody? I'm right in the screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
So see that? I want you to do that all the way around. Or you can bump them up this way. I don't care. But that's going to look good. What's not going to look good is if you put them
In the middle.
smack dab in the middle. And I'll show you that. It's just too much. Too much space. See? But if you like it that way, you can have it that way. I just don't. I think it looks better the other way. So it actually doesn't look that bad, does it?
No.
It doesn't look that bad, actually. So do it either way. But now I'm really now I'm concerned. Hold on. If they have enough.
Mark, you have one under your hand.
1. Let me count these real quick, guys. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, you have enough. So you have enough for those. This one right here, where we're putting the little guy, because you're putting this little guy here too. So that's going to go right there. And for those insides. So you have enough. And it looks fine. Okay? So that looks fine. So that's how you're going to do that. Does that make sense to everybody? I just want to make sure it looked good, because if it didn't look good, I would have mailed you all the other ones, but it does look fine. Actually, it looks better than fine. Okay?
You're silly, Lily.
Okay, you go back up on craft cam. Thank you.
Silly, Lily.
Okay, are we all good? Okay, so let's go back to card 1, which I'm still excited about.
Running that up on the pad now.
I'm sure. On her perch.
Surprise.
Okay, so we all good? Let's do that. Let's put this in here. I'm going to take these jewels because we might do that. So I do have to talk about class kits for a second. You guys are going to have, well, our dislike in something's going to be your like. Okay, so let's pull this out. And don't worry if you guys already have yours down. I'm going to put mine down.
Here, that's what they were.
Perfect. I'm going to put mine down. And then we're going to work for it. Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
This is gonna work out perfectly, guys. I'm not even worried about it. Do we have a Sharpie someplace?
Jerry says, I'm getting kisses from Crosby.
I wish I was getting kisses from Crosby. Okay, here, put that over there. Okay, so I'm going to do exactly what you guys did. So we're not worried about the people who have the left side of the paper. We're worried about the people that have the right side of the paper, okay? So this is where I'm going to work on right here is the right side of the paper. So I'm going to put this down, and this is going to be such an easy fix. You're all going to be embarrassed that you made such a big deal. I'm kidding. Are you going to bed? Good night. Thank you.
Kate says, my mom used to say Jesse. Is that what the word you said? Jessied up?
I think I said gussied up.
Gussied up. That's what I meant. I forgot what the word was. I said Jesse. Gussied up.
Okay, so everybody put their... My people that have the other opposite end of the paper, everyone put theirs on like this, right? I should wait. Did you put it on like this? Or did you put it on like this? I told you to put it on like this. And let me see... Tell me what you guys put on. Did you put it on the right, or did you put it on the left? So like this or like this, right or left? Tell me which way you put it on, because that's the way I'll do it. I think I had them put it on the right, so I think they're going to say the right.
Well, I think some might have put it on the way you did.
And that's fine, too. Either way is going to be fine. Dark on right, left. So what does that mean? Left? Everyone who's saying left, you guys did this?
Yeah, because that's the way they probably just follow the light and dark like you.
Oh, perfect. Okay. Left. Okay, then I'm going to put on left. Karen's the only one that did the right. So, okay, I'm doing it this way, right? This is the way that I'm going to do it, right? We're going to wait 30 seconds. Okay, perfect. This is the way that I'm doing it.
Mary did right too.
Okay, so right now I'm going to work just on this card. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing over here. Look, this is so fine. So fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this. And I want you to go ahead and whether you're here, put that here and measure. Or whether you're here, put this here and measure. I'm going to put it here and measure. Turn this around. And don't do anything with this paper other than cut it because we're going to need this paper. Darn it, Justine.
He's already looking over.
Okay, so mark it, and then I just want you to cut it straight.
I cut off 2 inches from the left of the paper because it gets covered anyway.
You can do that. Don't throw this away. This is important for everybody. Yeah, you can do that. This isn't. I think it's going to be an easy fix, guys. Okay, and then this is going to go right on your card like that. Okay. Yeah, let's do the tape. There you go, Karen. If you could do that, that's great. So let's talk about, actually, I'll do the card base. I want to talk about card kits because we're going to have 3 card kits that are going to go on sale price sometime tomorrow once I get it to Elizabeth. Maybe Justine will drive for a little bit and I could send her some stuff.
What? No.
And you may be happy with what we're about ready to type, but there's not going to be a lot of stuff. So I'm going to turn this around just so I can put this on straight. And then everyone knows the other side of the card, what you're doing, correct? Perfect. Card base is going to look, seriously, it's going to look fine. And I'm not just saying that. You know, if I thought it was wrong, I'd be sending out everybody another sheet of paper. I think everyone knows that about me. Okay, so now what we want to do, and maybe just listen to me, okay? Now what we want to do is we want to cut, and this is why you have all this extra, we want to cut a piece like this so I have 2 blocks right next to each other. Okay, I want 2 full blocks right next to each other. Now, the people that have too much black here, because we're going to put this now on this side. We're not putting this on this side. That I have too much black on there. Maybe we do 4 instead. So let me cut it to see what 4 looks like instead of 2.
Focus. Naomi says, I have a few old class kits to catch up on. I went back to watch before you had all this fancy equipment. Man, what a world of difference.
I know it is, isn't it?
For all other online classes.
It is true. I hear that. I get it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think I'm going to like this, but hold on. Let me just try this before you guys do anything. Everybody else that has that other left side sheet of paper, just go ahead and cut those the 2. And I know you don't have enough jewels, but hold on. I'm going to look at that too. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I do like that. Because then the jewels can go right there. 1, 2, 1, 2. What do you think? Do you like it like that? I do like that. Okay, you guys should go ahead and cut. Totally up to you. Either do 4, and then the jewels are going to go right in the middle of there. Or do your 2, and I'm going to cut that there, and I'm going to see what that looks like. Because either one I think is going to be okay. I didn't think I was going to like that 4, but I think I do. But before you hear it down, it's going to get black outlined all the way around. So make sure. So there, Justine, there's 1. Or there's 2.
I think I like 4.
I think I like 4 too.
Yeah.
I do think I like 4. Why don't we make the decision after we make the medallion? Yeah, let's make the decision after the medallion. I don't know. Okay, we're going to make that decision.
Wait. If you do 4,
Mm-hmm.
those squares don't fit in there.
Oh, there's enough room. We could squinch them up.
I don't know, Jay. Might be too much.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I do like that too. I am going to go with the 2. I do like the 2 better. And I may scrunch them up. You're right. These are still the New Year's Eve names I'm tearing off. Okay, so very, very carefully, although you have extra paper, let's outline both this side and the top. So is everybody happy? We got it, Mama. Thank you. It's going to look just as nice, isn't it? It's going to look like the exact same card. Seriously. Look, guys, for those of you who are worried about it, this truly is going to look like the exact same card. It's truly, truly, truly all good. And seriously, if it was wrong and if it looked terrible, I'd be sending you all a sheet of paper because I've done that before. You know that. And this is the easy card, so for those of you who are tired, we'll probably even put the jewels on this one. Stay with me because it won't be that long.
Elizabeth said, my little Jack dude is coming to see me tomorrow.
That's good. Elizabeth, I do have to send you stuff, and whenever you can put it up, you can put it up. I'm about ready to talk about it here once we start cutting.
Never worried, I just confused easily.
Nope, everybody was. See, it looks perfect. There's nothing wrong with this. Seriously, I'm not just saying that.
You don't look serious. It's a cool card just like that.
It is a cool card, I know.
I mean, just about everything.
I know. I know, because that actually thought it looked like a sheet of paper. Okay, so now we're going to do everything the same. So let's go back to... Justina, you could have made this card. Look, we have a second one.
Nope.
Why not?
No, okay.
It could have been your son's birthday card tomorrow.
Yeah. Elizabeth said he won't be here till dinner.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you right now, you have a ton of extra stuff on this card, like lots of extra pieces. Why? Because we made one master, which consisted of a big square and 3 small squares. You do not need to have all these. I'm telling you right now, you're going to have tons and tons and tons of extra pieces. So for those of you who like to parlay these pieces into something else, you're going to love this card because you're going to have lots of extra pieces, okay? So on this blue one, I just need you to cut out that whole big square. You're going to cut out the entire big square, and then we're going to outline that. So just cut out that entire big square.
You can use the cutter for this whole card, huh?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was an easy card. That's how I'm going to start with this, because I knew they didn't like this card the most. And then you got, me, the printed paper. They really don't like the card.
Sandy McFarland said this will be my father-in-law's birthday card.
Right. I mean, this is a great, easy guy card. And this, I can tell you right now, this is going to be extra. So again, there's lots of extras in here. I'm going to outline this guy. We're going to outline as we go along. I'm going to outline my square. So I will tell you that class 406 will probably not be for sale until Tuesday night. And we may have to do the same thing. It just depends how our jewel counting goes. We're going to make every attempt to send them out on Friday. And if we don't make Friday, which we may, it's half or half. Then we'll send them out on Monday like we did this week, but we will make sure that if we have to pay the extra postage, which we did, it probably costs us about an extra $600 to do that. We will make sure that we pay that
crop on Monday.
Extra postage. I know, but if I run the labels on Easter, you can do that on.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
You can do that on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
We'll pay the extra postage to get it to you. Okay. Raylene, challenge card. Hold on. We have something like a challenge card coming up. You just hold your little pants on. Okay, so I'm going to lay that there for right now. I'm going to go ahead and take my small greens, because I do know I need these 3. So I'm going to cut all 3 of these out, because I just want to lay these into position.
Elizabeth said, I love this stamp.
I do too, because there's a lot of different ways you could do it.
What are you doing? You got ants in your pants? What are you doing? Good time, honey. Remember the challenge cards? I usually did them late, but love the challenge.
Well, we do have sort of a challenge coming up, which I will tell you about in a second. But you guys do have a lot of extras on this. Again, cut out all 4 of those squares. And you're going to outline them. And then you know what? What the heck? Go ahead and put your pop dots on the back of these. Don't undo your pop dots from the back. Just put pop dots on. Let me get ready for that. Now, Justine, for spring bling, are you going to get there before 10 like you're going to want breakfast?
Probably not. I usually, at any other spring bling, I usually got there at 10.
Okay, because this breakfast is going to be really good.
No, we'll see.
Are you going to get a massageola?
I don't know. We'll see. Very undecided, Jennifer.
You very rarely call me Jennifer.
I know. Well, feeling formal tonight.
Okay, you know what?
Every time your arm goes in the camera, it's so dirty.
Well, it wasn't dirty
I know.
until we had a bloody exchange here.
I know, it's just funny.
Okay, so as I'm putting pop dots on here, what did you just do?
Me? Nothing.
Oh, I thought you just burped.
No. What?
Let's talk about card kits. So we had to make a certain amount of card kits for the pinners class. And now that we're not going back to pinners, we have, I think, 60 of one and 63 of the other. Now, the pinners class was only $20, so we are going to, starting sometime tomorrow, put these on our website. When they're gone, they're gone. Like I said, we have 60 of one and 63 of the other. I do not think they're going to sell out, but they're going to be $20. Now, one is, one looks very, 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 very much like our New Year's Eve cards, 2 of them. And then the other one is definitely a class that we did. It was the dove, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was it the dove? No, the angel. It was the angel, not the dove. It was the angel.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And there's only 2 cards of the angel. So we are going to call them Pinners card classes. So we put them on the website. We'll call them Pinners card classes. That if you guys want to buy them, and it has jewels and everything, you can, and that'll be $20. And then once they're gone, they're gone. But again, I got to get that to Elizabeth, but I won't do it tonight. Who knows? Maybe I will. I don't know. But she'll put that on sometime tomorrow, okay? So there's 2 card kits if you're interested. And again, one's going to have 2 angels in it, and the other one has 2 cards that look very, very similar to the ones we did for mid-year cheer. And you'll see the picture so you guys know, New Year's Eve. So you can decide if you want them or not. On that same breath, we made too many of these card kits. This card and the first card. Oh, they really are. Thanks, Misty. We made too many of these kits. Okay, so the first card we did and this card. Now, they do not have jewels. They don't have jewels inside the kit. So we are going to sell these kits without the jewels, and we'll call them 405 Jewelless or something like that, for $20. So for those of you who like a challenge and you want to do something different, and remember, like that first card we did, because we picked out the colors for you, you could mix and match those colors. You don't have to do the same order that we did or that I did. So you can do whatever you want. But those will be on sale along with more of these card kits with the jewels on the website. So if you want to get another one of these classes without the jewels, we'll call them Jewelless 405. So for those of you who want to do a challenge, you can get another card kit and use whatever you want to use in there. But it'll have all the paper, everything.
405 naked.
I can't call it 405 naked. Actually, I like that better, 405 naked.
What,
I'm not putting these on, I'm just laying these on.
What is the paper pack for this card?
This is a very old, but I still think available, but we don't have it. A very old Echo Park. And I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure what it's called. And I'm going to put in, I'm going to put pop dots on the back of this too, because this is going to be popped. And then I'll be able to build up everything. These are not on here yet. Look how good that fits. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm going to tell you, people are going to be pissed that they didn't get the messed up paper, because this is going to look really, really, really good.
Now people realize who are doing it the right other way that they just do opposite, right?
Yeah, they're going to do it this way, exactly what's on their paper, yeah. Yes, you're going to lay it down the opposite way. Yep.
What was the shiny white paper on the last card?
That was your text weight white paper. Text weight. That white metallic paper that we sell. But you know what? I really should sell that. That white. Because I may start to use that more and more. Maybe we should get that in. If I got you guys that paper, that white paper that we used in the other card, would you want it in an 8.5 by 11 or a 12 by 12 pack? I'll have that next week.
All right, Belinda.
Tell me if you'd want that in 8.5 by 11 or 12 by 12. That white. That is a good white just to have separate. Tell me what they say. They'll start to answer here in a second.
Either guess 12 by 12, 12 by 12.
Yeah, my guess 12. They're going to say 12 by 12.
Yeah, 12 by 12.
Okay, we'll have it in 12 by 12. I'll have that on the website next week too. Yeah, for sure. I know I'm going, this is a little bit stupid with the pop dots, I get it. Is, Tammy Pennington's not on, is she?
I didn't see her yet tonight, no.
Is Alicia on? She normally counts my pop dots.
I didn't. Did I see her tonight?
Okay.
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, this is perfect. It's perfect. It's a perfect card. Thank you, Beth, for bringing this up. This works out so much better. Okay, so the next one we're going to do is we're going to do this red. So get out your red sheet of paper.
Tammy says she is here.
Oh, good. Hi, Tammy. So the next one's going to be red. Now, you're going to cut out the entire square. Again, these are extra. Don't need these. These are extra. Where are your lines? Explain exactly what you're talking about, because I'm not sure what you're asking. So ask it again a different way, please, Sally. So we're going to cut out this entire thing, and then we're just going to cut this off. So we're going to slice it there. We're going to slice it there. Slice it there. Slice it there. Okay? And then we're going to black outline this. And this is going to go flat on the blue piece, the main focal point.
Top dot lines.
What? Do you know what she's asking?
Top dot lines.
I know, I'm pretty good at this too. Where are your lines? Pop dot lines. I don't know. Oh, I know what she wants. My strips. Shooting the strips.
Oh, strips.
Yep.
Linda got it.
I was going to say.
Beth got it.
Uh-huh. I got it too. Even before they start saying that.
You got it. But,
Beth, how many packets of class kits did you have to open to get to the one that we wanted? So here's my square, and now I just want that little triangle off at the end. You surely can hand cut if you want, but there's nothing like a little slicer to make a perfect cut.
oh my gosh, Tammy, wonderful.
What'd you say?
Her pre-surgery imaging came back this week with no tumors anymore, so chemo worked.
Tammy, that is absolutely fantastic. Congratulations.
Still have surgery at the end of the month on my birthday and radiation later.
That's
wow.
okay, but that's fantastic, Tammy.
Yeah.
I think you just made everybody very happy in this room. So again, extra pieces, extra pieces, extra pieces. You don't even need that background paper. You could do something else with the background. You could have another different background paper. Very easy to make another card.
Beth said just open the one I gave you.
Really? She just opened up one and she happened to have that? I could have cut off more off that one side, but I truly don't. It doesn't matter. This side too. I'm still going with it. Okay, let me have the Xyron, please. So this is going to go flat onto your blue piece.
Oh, she said 3.
There really is good news. I'm telling her that goal is to get her on that cruise. If her and that hubby of hers aren't on there, I'm going to come pick her up.
What about Scrap Pack?
Who asked that?
Kathy Chow.
Oh. I thought that was you being...
Yeah, no, I'm not going to bring Scrap Pack up. Which way do the lines go? Up or down?
Okay, if you're talking about the blue paper, I have them going up, but it doesn't matter. Like right now, as I'm hearing this, they're going down, but I could easily turn them back up. So when I hear them, I have them going up. I have a problem with things going down. Like even when we pack our stamps, I just think things should always be going up.
She talked about the red, though. Across.
Oh, well here, it doesn't matter. I'll have them go. I have them going sideways, but it doesn't matter. I didn't even really notice that, to be honest. Maybe I'll have it going that way and off the card. It doesn't matter. Okay, dark brown with the black in it. So here it is. Everyone look up. Dark brown with the black in it. You're going to go to your inside square. So here's your outside square that we cut. Now you want your inside square. Not a diagonal, just that inside square. Just want that inside square. And again, those...
Are these diamonds are squares? Ha ha.
Who was that?
Raylene.
Oh,
Focus.
This one is a square. The last one was a diamond. And that was a little spring bling joke from last year. Again, extra. You just have so many extras that it didn't. Instead of making a new master, we just did that because we know that some of you guys like to parlay that into something. And they're perfect squares, so you should be able to parlay that into something very nice. Okay, so we're going to use this as a square, and I'll outline that in a second. I want to take my writing, and now I want to go within that same block, but I want to go on my diamond. So I'm going to go one square in, but on my diamond. Okay? I don't know why I'm saying it like that. So let me get this stuff off. And then I want my diamond. Am I in screen?
Mm-hmm.
See, all you guys didn't like this card. I know you didn't like this card because you thought, eh. Because you all said, ooh, I really like the colors on that one, the other one. But you're going to like this. Wait till you put all those gazillion crystals down the side. Now, it looks like I'm cutting a square, but I'm not. And there's words on this, so if the words matter to you, make sure your words, you know, are going to be showing the right way. Now, I'm going to outline both of these. And then they're going to go flat onto one another and then popped up onto my main medallion. Okay? So outline. And then flat on the main medallion. So Elizabeth, do you understand the pictures and the classes that I'm going to send to you? I can't imagine that I'll send them tonight. But I will try to send them from the road tomorrow. I'll have Justine start off driving.
On the road again. Love the color, so pretty.
It is. I do like this card.
I think I always like them all. There are just select ones that are my favorites.
It's true. But after you get this one done and all those diamonds, all those jewels are down that one side, it just looks cool.
You got a dog hair hanging.
Where?
Turn it from where your finger is on the bottom.
Well, can you help me?
There it is.
Steenie!
Crozzy.
Shh. Don't say that word.
Yes, ma'am. Do pinners get their own category or do you want them under theirs?
I guess put them under theirs. And then we're going to pop this up. And then for those of you who buy this card kits without the jewels, the naked class, post your cards that you make with them on the Fancer page. Would love to see them. And put them in folders too. Remember, all the people on the highways are going to see our wrap and come to our page. So funny. What I envision in my head is like what I envision with the wax class and the art anthology table. I think it's going to look really, 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 really good. I even think Bill's not going to be embarrassed to drive it. Good. I think it's just going to be good.
Kieran Plumley said this paper is called Work Hard, Play Hard.
Yes, it is. Yes, she is right. And it's a very old paper. But 100% no, it's still available. Well, I'm glad Tracy Neal's in for whatchamacallit. You know how much I really want to go up and do that mailing right now?
Can always get up early and do it.
Oh, Justine.
Good night, April.
Good night, April.
She goes, time to sleep so I can go to work tomorrow.
That's true. Thank you, April. April's going to be at the store tomorrow. Okay, so this is where I'm going to decide which way I want my lines. I don't care. I don't think. I'll do it this way. I'll do it a little bit different. And again, everything matches up.
She said you're welcome.
And then the top one, our last one, is just the square inside this. And then again, everything else is extra. And then we get to assemble it, which will take no time. But I am going to do the jewels. What time is it, Justine?
10:35.
Oh, yeah, I could do the jewels. Outline, and this gets popped. Whoops, didn't mean to hit that. Bump that. So do we still have any newbies still here?
This stamp is called Focus.
Yep. Very old stamp.
I cut out the center of the rust small pieces and popped them onto the green pieces. Love them.
Oh, good idea. Yep, that's a good idea. Sure. Aw, Lisa's still here. There's a newbie. Now, Lisa, are you doing a card kit with us, or are you just watching? I gotta empty out that trash. Here. I cannot believe no one said this. Not really new to Stamplistic. Oh, she's not new.
Did mid-year cheer and New Year fling.
Yeah, you're not new. Justine, you didn't see this, and I can't believe you wouldn't have seen this.
Lisa said...
Do you see something wrong with this card? You've seen this all week now. It sticks out like a sore thumb. Does anyone see anything wrong with this card? Just Elizabeth just saw it.
I just saw it.
I just saw it the other day. Uh-huh.
Well, we use that. You use that same middle the whole time? Like every card has that on there?
No, this one doesn't. It just depends.
Oh.
So some people will have that. Uh-huh. I can't believe you didn't get that. I didn't see it.
I wasn't reading the words. I was just looking. Oh, that's funny.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now you can assemble your card. So you people, everyone who has it on the left side, you're going to do it that way. And then everybody who has it on the other side, you're going to do it this way.
Sandy Song says, I have it.
See how perfect that is? It doesn't make make a bit of difference what side I want to. Okay?
Now that you know it, you just look at that and you see it.
I know. I trust me, I know. Uh-huh. I can't believe you didn't see it before.
Belinda said, my son just walked in and saw the word and started laughing. Terry Conti says, I don't see it.
Terry, here, look. Look up, Terry, right there. And now you're not going to be able to unsee it.
focus.
So just make sure. Whoops. All right, good. Just make sure you're even.
It's on the picture of the kid example.
It is. I know. That's the card. Mm-hmm. No, that's the card. This is where I need to be in picture so they see my mouth.
Sandy said, my husband Alan and my monogram is the same as this.
That's funny. I know, Belinda.
We know whose son is.
Tell him we said hello. Let's do it this way.
Move up a little bit. There you go.
Am I focused?
Probably can give it a shot. Yeah, it looks the same.
Okay, and
He
then
says hi.
And then this, I kind of put this one, try to go in between my greens. You know, in between my greens here. Not so high, in between my greens. But wherever you think it looks good. Maybe I'll go stop at Shell and buy some chocolate milk. That'll get me going. Chocolate milk
Good
and a
night,
ho-ho.
Naomi.
I had a Pop-Tart stuck to my lip. Good night, Naomi.
Yeah. Shit, thank you.
She's 3
Thank
hours.
you for another great Friday night class.
She's 3 hours away from us.
Maybe she has plans.
Maybe she does. Hey, Misty, do you want me to send your projects back via email, or do you want me to hold them for spring bling and you could take them back? Although I can't imagine you're going to have a lot of room going back. You know what?
Email.
Via mail. Let me keep them for a while. Pretend like I didn't even ask you that. I want to keep them for a little bit longer.
She said long week at work.
Ugh, yeah. Justine's had one of those too. Okay. I am going to do the jewels on this one because they're easy.
She said keep them, she'll get them later.
Yeah, I think I'm going to.
What are you snoring like
I know. Does everyone hear Rune snoring? Poor girl has gum disease right now. She had to go to the doctor last week. I don't know what she was doing. It's very hard to explain what she was doing. She was, I don't know, it's hard to explain.
She was like clamoring her jaw. What's the word you want to use? Like
I don't know, but it sounded worse than clamoring her jaw.
yeah.
It sounded worse than grinding her teeth. It just sounded terrible.
Is the whole thing popped on the card?
It is. It is.
Alicia said, drove through Alicia Agnew, drove through a crazy blizzard on my way to Laramie, Wyoming today, so I am an hour closer to you all tonight.
There you go.
Did I finish about the runes?
Oh yes, no, we just had to take her in. I don't know how to explain the noise. It was the most worst noise you've ever heard. But yeah, we took her in, and I mean it was bad. It was. I should play them the video. So I took her in, and she has some type of gum something or other disease. I don't know. Do you want to go into Joel Cam?
I thought she had like an abscess or something.
Yeah, I don't even know what she said, to be quite honest with you. I was surprised that she gave me an antibiotic and said that will do the trick. But believe it or not, it has been doing the trick. She's supposed to go for a follow-up, but I don't think she's going to need to be quite honest with you. It's crazy how good she's doing. Okay, so let's put... I'm going to put my big one in the middle here.
Misty said,
Whoops.
I know you'll be busy tomorrow, so when could you call me?
Tomorrow on the road.
Good night, Linda.
I'll call you tonight on the road. Or tomorrow on the road. Ooh, listen to that rain.
Was that rain?
Yeah. Okay, right here in the middle of these things, you have 3. I think they're black diamond, but it's the only one that you have 3 of.
That says touched. I think it says touch down. That's what it means.
Oh, it is pouring out there. Thank God you don't have any place to go.
Oh, I hear it now. Yeah.
Oh, it's pouring. Okay. Now you have 4 big ones, 4 big brown ones. Those are going to go in the tips right here.
Oh, yeah. They asked this earlier. You mentioned one Friday about a tool you were going to share to flip over our jewels.
Oh, that's not even close. Pretend like I didn't say that. It's coming, but it's not even close. Good. And then you got some little guys. The little guys with color. I have them going right here where the red and the blue meet. Oh, Vonda. Is Vonda still on here? Vonda had a question with the glossy accents that I want to go over.
Don't forget how to take off the glossy accent tip off. She just said that.
That's hilarious. Good minds, Vonda. Good minds. Am I still in focus?
You just gotta see how, like, when you're putting on the jewels, you get a little bit to the very tippy top. There you go. You were right. Very easy card. You're so creative. Thanks.
It is it is. But don't leave. Wait till you put those side jewels on. Those side jewels make the whole thing. I mean, this card looks great like this, but those side jewels are great. Okay, Vonda, let me show you something. Can you go back? Boy, that was a...
Craft cam?
Yeah. So, Vonda, this is where I think you're having an issue. This is your glossy accents, Vonda. And this is probably for everybody, too. So here's your glossy accents. It can open up here, or it can open up here. You don't want to open it up here. You want to open it up at the top here by unscrewing it and pulling it off. Okay? So here you see this, and you see this. Now, let me see if I could pull off that bottom. And I bet you I can't. Oh, I can. So if you pull it off here, now watch this. If you pull it off here, this is what happens here. When you pull it off here, then you have this, which is fine. You could use that. But then when you go to put that in there, how do you know that you're getting that hole into that hole right there? You don't. And if you don't do that, then when you shove it in there, 9 times out of 10, you're busting it because you can't see this to put that in the hole. So you really want to take this, the top, and just this is how it comes on and off, just like this. Does that help you, Vonda, or are you still wrong on your end? Okay, so now I'm going to go. You can go back on Joel Cam, please. I will. Okay, now you're going to put a jewel literally in every single one of those little circles. Now, I believe, because I didn't know how your paper cut, I believe some of you might have 1 or 2 jewels left over because I gave you 2 extra jewels just in case your paper cut funny. Whoops, I got air bubbles. Just in case your paper cut funny and you have an extra dot there.
Linda Carrither says, Steve said, thank you for having class tonight. He was now able to catch up on his shows that he usually watches on Fridays when I'm in class.
That's great. He hasn't for the last 3 weeks. Tell Steve we said hello.
Vonda said, I'm trying to get the correct part off. It's still stuck. I must not have cleaned it good enough.
Yep. And you know what you did? You probably took it off wrong and then put it away wrong because there's nothing to do at that point, and that's where it got ruined. So there's not a doubt in my mind that it's probably stuck in there, and you're probably not going to get it off. But do you see the difference, Vonda, in what I did? How I just took that top off? Because you need to see both of those pieces, not that bottom. If you saw that's the keys to the kingdom, because that's the way that you have to open up that glossy accents. Linda, we're gonna miss you at Spring Bling. I understand you can't come to everything. Am I still in focus?
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
See, these jewels down the side here just make it. And everybody is happy with their card base now. Crisis averted.
She says we'll miss you too, but we'll see you at Chantilly and Lancaster. Awesome. Jeez, Runes. Does Crosby ever snore like that?
All the time.
Really?
Yep, the older he's gotten, yes. I haven't heard her done her teeth thing. I know I have 2 big jewels left too. I haven't heard her do her teeth thing too at all today. I just can't believe an antibiotic would have fixed that. You know, it just seemed like her teeth were gonna need to be pulled.
Yeah, I don't know. How long is there medication for?
Oh, like another 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good.
I know, that's...
Would you please go over the pop versus flat?
Yes. The green ones are popped. These small green ones on the side are popped. I'll start from the top. The top square, the small square, that is popped. The next 2 layers are flat. And then popped up on the red layer. The red layer is flat against the blue layer. And then the whole medallion is popped up. See, look, I did need my extra. Whoops. Because I have no extras. So I was one that needed that. Good. Okay, so now you can put me back on craft cam. Look how nice that looks. That looks really cool. Now, I know some of you right now, because I did the same thing, are thinking, well, these big ones right here need to go here and need to go here. Well, I don't like that because I really, 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 really liked the rivets showing there. But I do think it needs to be, have jewels on this side too. That's why you have them there. So if you like your jewels here, you can put them there. But I did not like them there because I really like the rivets there. I think that makes the whole card. I don't think it makes the whole card, but I think it makes the card look nice. It looks like, you know, steel. So just on the top and on the bottom on the side. And there we have our wrong-sided card. I don't know which one I like better, to be honest. Look at that. They're both very nice, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know.
Right. Can't even tell. You can't even tell which one the original was, really, although, because you got the ass right there. Whoops.
Right.
Yeah, but see, that's good. No?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
I couldn't tell.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Okay, well that is it.
That's a wrap.
Okay,
Get it?
I do.
Trailer's getting wrapped.
Okay, yeah. What is?
I don't know. It's late.
That would be funny if, like, we were standing in front of the trailer.
I know. Ah.
Oh my God, you go up on us though.
Another wonderful class. See you soon.
So with that said, yeah, we won't see anybody. I don't even know what today is. Today is Friday. Oh yeah, we won't see them. I don't know. Maybe we'll take pictures from CHA, but again, it's not a big deal. But look for 406 to be on sale Tuesday. And what do we do next Friday? We could do a make-along, huh? I bet you we end up canceling the make-along.
We're going to cancel it because we're going to be ready to get ready for...
You know what? We're not going to do a make-along next Friday. I'll tell you that right now. You're right, because we're just going to... We're going to cancel it. So we will see you next Saturday on Crafter's Classroom.
Yep.
And then 2 weeks here for 406.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That's it, everybody. Have a good weekend. No Friday next week. We will cancel because we have too much to do. It's ridiculous. Okay, so with that said, have a good week, everybody.
Yeah, it was good seeing you all, too. Have a good weekend.
Bye. It's going to take us 5 minutes to find the button, but...
End stream. I got it.